me the Magnum came a lot.
The
Guys, for
Magnum
the
came
love
a
of
lot?
God.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm real
I always
happy
knew you
that-
had it in you to become a Magnum Camelot.
You know what?
Rachel, I'm
Thank you.
happy that you're the Magnum
welcome.
Camelot.
Look,
mean,
there's
out of
only so
everyone-
many ways to say that you graduated summa cum laude, okay? That's just how it goes.
It wasn't summa cum laude. I graduated Magnum cum laude. Okay.
Magnum
Okay,
Camelot.
okay.
We're so
Bitch.
proud of you.
Rachel's Magnum coming all over the keyboard.
Magnum coming a
Look,
lot.
it's improving.
She's
It's
Magnum
improving their
coming all
ability to
over.
play. Okay, come on.
Magnum coming all
Magnum
over the
cum,
walls.
Magnum cock.
God,
So
we're
I'm
cooked.
recording.
We're so cooked.
Rachel, congratulations on being being a Magnum cum laude. I'm so proud of you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
So
Rad.
crazy,
It took a lot of
awesome.
it took a lot of effort to have the Magnum Come a Lot award.
Did it?
You know what?
How much
Everybody
effort?
clap for Rachel's Magnum Cum Award.
Woo! Yeah, I'm totally clapping with my hands. Woo!
To celebrate this moment, I'm gonna dox all of Rachel's information. So Rachel
Fucking
lives.
go!
Woo!
Anyway,
Them's the
everyone
rules,
roll your
don't like it.
d20s to see who's recapping.
Ah!
Yes, mommy.
Excuse me? The fuck
Oh
is
my
that, Rachel?
Christ, bro.
That's what
Hey,
DM
Pete.
means, right?
God damn it! Oh, what happened? What happened is what happened, and I actually need to grab my notes real quick in order to go and not stall
Wow,
until
so
I
you don't
grab
already
my
have
notes.
your notes in front of you.
I wasn't
Because
prepared to do a
he doesn't
recap.
care
Wow,
about this
wow.
game.
I
He
don't
doesn't pay
care. Okay, you know
attention. He
what?
doesn't
Fuck it.
like
I don't
us.
need my notes to recap this. People died, and we survived. Because 2 people are cringe, stupid, stinky babies who died in the death house like nerds. However,
Whoa.
us Chads, myself, Darian, and Phaedra, managed to go and survive like the Chads we are, although we still hate each other. Upon grabbing the dead corpse of our 2 very terrible friends, and bringing them outside, we were spied upon by 2 crafty and kooky-looking individuals. A red hobgoblin and a Elder Ring character who has a mask on his head. Both of whom were very concerned and have been here for a rather long time, and were sort of surprised about the newcomers to town. Upon sort of interacting with each other, they helped us to bury our fallen comrades after a very uneasy truce, before realizing that the mists that surrounded the town of Barovia started to lift, and there is surprisingly a little bit of life inside of Barovia. As some people were waiting behind gravesides mourning dead family members, which is absolutely crazy and cringe. Myself and Mr. Red Tiefling, I believe
Tiefling?
Harkon, sorry, not Tiefling, Hobgoblin, my bad.
Mason.
Listen. I believe myself and the Banneret Knight Harkon, if I'm not mistaken with the name, or Telsword, ended up having a conversation and noticing it was myself and Dude who were sitting and having a slight conversation. While I forget which one of it was, but an old lady with a a pastry cart came by. I believe it was Dew, because Dew decided to order a bunch of funny pastries, to which Darian was very, very cautious about an old lady selling pastries in a town filled with mischief and bad things happening. But he bought a baker's dozen, and nothing bad happened, so we thought it was all good. Upon doing so, we decided that, okay, maybe we should take a little bit of a break and breather over towards one of the the tavern in town. In doing so, we got greeted to yield standard D&D entrance for all good and great things to happen, which was a mysterious and rather happy-looking individual was standing in the corner of the bar. Upon sort of interacting with him, he called us all best friends, which was oh so wonderful to hear from him.
You are
Once
best
we
friend.
Yes, best friends, the bestest bestest friends that we could ever be. Anyway, we managed to go talk to him. His name was Ismark the Lesser, though we all call him Ismark. And he informed us that we are such great friends in this tavern called the Blood of the Vine, that we should be so cool and awesome with him that we should help out his sister, who is getting harassed by a woman known as Lady Strahd. And he asked us to accompany her to Wallachia in the Valley of Barovia, as we figured out we were in. As we pretty much agreed to that, some people drinking wine, others not drinking wines, a couple other smaller conversations taking place, we followed Ismark back to his house, which was very nice, or rather would have been if it didn't look like there was constantly being attacked by individuals who wanted to break in and steal, definitely not his sister. Upon entering the house, his sister tried to throw pots and pans at us, or other sharp objects, to which he calmed her down, and we got introduced to his sister, that I absolutely wrote down the name for, because I am a good player.
Then what's the
I
name?
believe it's Arena. Yes, Arena. I know what it is. I was just bullshitting the entire time. Arena, who seems to be some sort of very competent fighter-esque lady, who is constantly being harassed by both good old Lady Strahd and all of her servants. Upon going into the very disheveled-looking house, we also looked to our right and found their dead father in a coffin, which is totally cool. But upon doing so, we had the conversation that it is probably too late in the day to actually continue forward and get his sister to a safer town of Wallachia. But still wanting to do something with our day, we decided that we would take their father's body up to the church on the top of the hill at the edge of town and go perform a proper burial for him. Upon doing so, and upon bringing the body through the streets, or rather, before that, a little bit of a tussle happened. The grandma lady tried to steal a kid. That's not important, but I think we figured out that they're making bone children or bone pastries or anything. Once again, not important. Darian was too busy trying to go and distract Ismark from this. But as we took the body up to the church, we found ourselves sort of in a, once again, very beat up building, which seems to be the motif for this place. And sort of just got into talking / visual range of our wonderful new compatriot, also known as the priest, who, before I believe he even said anything, screaming started happening in the basement floor below us, and initiative got rolled. And bad
No,
things
not
are about to
initiative,
happen.
Not initiative, just
Oh,
screaming.
sorry. My bad. I thought that we were in a fight already.
No, not yet,
Just
not
some
yet.
screaming down below.
Just the
Okay,
screaming in
cool.
the basement. Yeah, nothing
But
on
yeah,
this.
so we're here carrying a coffin through a hallway into this church, seeing our wonderful father at the altar, as also we hear screaming down below us. Did I miss anything?
No, that was actually a very competent retelling. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, well thank you. Well, I could do recaps. I used to want to.
Good work.
Damn. It's almost
I
like
need the
everyone has to do recaps at one point.
Ridiculous.
Definition of the most competent but laziest guy in the fucking room. Holy hell.
No, go fuck yourself. My recaps are always banging.
They
You
are.
know what else is banging? The dogs that are seeing the mailman, so give me just 1 second to close the
I thought you
door.
meant something inside the actual place that we were in, and I got
I was
scared
expecting
for
that
a
was a tie
second.
into session. but no,
Yeah.
it's
All
not.
right. Bell's gone, everybody. We can drop our racial epitaphs now. So,
No,
Hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
no.
no.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't
I was-
actually do it.
I was wow.
He would
I was
actually
fully
do it.
expecting banging of just be like, speaking of banging, there's banging in the fucking coffin that you're carrying.
Oh, yeah,
that's
speaking
great.
of
Wowee.
banging.
Speaking of banging.
But yeah, that is where we left off. You all walking into this decrepit and destroyed church that you can't even tell who it's made out to anymore because it is so just beyond repair. And as you walk in with this casket ready to bury this man, the priest rises from the altar to greet you all, and you hear just an inhuman scream come from beneath you.
Father? What was that?
It is nothing.
No, that was a scream.
It is unimportant.
Mel,
Yeah.
since you said it was a very inhuman scream, could I perchance make some sort of relevant intelligence check to try to figure out what sort of creature this might be?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your check for me.
What would be relevant, Arcana or history,
Uh,
or investigation, or nature,
Arcana
or
or
religion?
history, you can choose.
Oh, I love history.
Oh no.
13.
13.
Ooh.
Give me a second. I gotta look at something.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
We're cooked.
No, whoever's downstairs is cooked, Jack. We're
They're
upstairs.
cooking. That's why they're screaming. They're in the middle of cooking.
That's
As you take this moment and pause and think on what that scream could be, you hear it scream again. Please! Father, I'm starving!
oh. Oh.
But
Um,
there's
Hmm.
something wrong with the voice. It sounds grated and discomforted and messed up and like someone very much on the verge of disgusting levels of hunger.
just
So
kind
that's
of, given everything that we've experienced, nothing good comes from the basement.
Nothing good comes from the
Correct.
basement.
Nothing good comes from the
Or
basement.
everything good
I'm
comes from the basement.
looking at
You can
this
find a
man.
friend.
Oh yeah, great. A friend who kills my brother, maybe.
No, that was in the old house.
Uh, definitely not in this one, right? Definitely
Definitely
not
not
in
in
this
this
one.
one.
Looking at this man in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
can I give him like a quick from over here inspection of, is this man human? Does he have a glint in his eyes? Do I need to shoot this man right now?
This is the man you see before you. No crazy perception check needed. He looks human. He looks tired
Looks
though,
human.
and depressed, and like he hasn't slept in weeks.
Hearing the man calling out that he's hungry, Doug goes, "Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, sorry to bother you, Father. We should get going." And he's gonna kind of like thumb over his shoulder and start walking away.
Yep. Like you're holding onto the coffin, so
Um,
you have to.
Irina and Ismark look visibly uncomfortable, but look at the coffin and look at the Father Donovich and just. You can tell Irina almost shuts herself in a little bit as Ismark. Is there something wrong, Father? And Donovich's eyes get downcast as he just kind of keeps wringing his hands and seemingly muttering a prayer under his breath. Just old ghosts.
Old
Please
Right.
pay him no
goats?
mind. Was that Rachel?
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead and insight
Can I
check.
insight?
Insight check old goats real quick.
No,
Old
it's
ghost.
not. It's not the old goats. Obviously, he's fucking lying about the old goats. I'm insight checking the fact that, like, does he seem like he's trying to hide it from us to protect us? Is he trying to hide it from us to, like, hide a monster under his, like, you know?
Yeah, go ahead and insight check. 16.
16.
It's a little hard to tell, but he's not lying to protect you all. You get the sense he's lying to protect whoever's downstairs.
Mm.
There's a sadness in his eyes that gives away that someone downstairs probably means more to him that he's letting on.
Okay. I'm gonna level my staff at him just the
Mhm.
whole way, and I'm gonna just kind of nudge to Irina to just do what you're here to do.
She nods.
But the whole time, if he does anything, I'm blasting him.
She nods, and Ismark once again calls out to Father Donovich. We would appreciate your help, good father. We need to bury our own father. If you would not mind giving us proper rites for him in the cemetery out back. And Donovich gives a somber nod and makes a bit of a motion with his hands as if he's like wringing his hands and trying to continue praying while holding a conversation with you all. Nods and follow me out back. I will see to it he is given his proper last rites. And he motions for you all to move out of the way so he can go outside.
Yeah, just gonna step out of the way, just watching him carefully. You see his those eyes glance over yours, Archie, and you can see the very clearly shadowed through the helmet, but very clearly, bro, we should get out of here. Look.
Archie gives you the just blank stare, and then both of his ears like flap very slightly. Very much man, I don't like this shit sort of instinctive reaction.
Upwards head
I'm-
nod of recognition.
I'm keeping my staff trained on Father Donovich
Father
the
Donovich, yeah.
whole time.
He helps them carry the coffin outside, and as they do, the two who are left in the house still, you guys hear that screaming continue, begging for some kind of food.
Mm.
Just the continued wailing.
I don't much care for what's the right word? Sentimental things. So I'm gonna just start looking around here. Can I tell like which way is it to go down?
Investigation check as you're looking around.
Right.
Oh no.
Because yeah, I'm not just blindly walking through doors. By the way,
Okay.
I I'd like to make that very clear. I am
I love
trying to be
the-
smart about this.
I love the dichotomy. We are gathered here today to separate the bad. Oh God, he's trying to kill me in the fucking distance. Because that's what he's gonna fucking do. I swear to God.
No, that
So,
would be crazy. I would
Darian,
never do that.
you go through this chapel, and honestly, this place is fucking wrecked. It seems like it has been a actual battleground, with the pews being smashed, candles on the ground. And it takes you a little while, but eventually you go down to this room over here. And you see, off in the corner, a trapdoor in the ground. It seems like time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this room. It's moldy and contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. And you see that heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and a padlock. And you hear what you can now clearly tell is a young man's screams of anguish being heard through it.
You said there's holes in the floor?
No, in the ceiling.
I'm gonna ritual cast something, so
Okay,
you can
so
go
you're gonna take 10
over
minutes
to
for
the
that?
other. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you guys outside here just because, there's no actual cemetery maps.
Fair.
But he does lead you guys around the back of the church and back into a pretty cramped cemetery. There's a fence of wrought iron, kind of with a rusty gate, enclosing this giant rectangular plot of land behind the church. There's a bunch of names on these things, but they're so old and worn down that you can barely read them. And it seems oddly quiet and peaceful back here. As he leads Irina and Ismark off to a plot and bids you all to wait as he goes to collect a shovel to start digging up the area. He shuffles back a little bit towards the church, goes to what seems to be a tiny shed on the side, opens it up, pulls out a shovel, and walks back. Is anyone here particularly strong or good at digging? I admit I don't have much strength these days.
Archie will attempt to find a spot that isn't directly on someone's grave.
You see, he's brought you to a plot that seems to have been pre-reserved for the burgomaster and his family.
Oh, thank God! I'm not gonna accidentally impale like a fucking zombie or something. Yeah, he'll plant his banner down and just do the stick both his arms out and pop all his knuckles. I'd be down.
He hands you the shovel. If you could just, you know, deep enough that we may not worry about him rising from the dead. And as you do that, he seems to take a few minutes to very quietly mutter some prayers and incantations over the burgomaster's body, seemingly casting spells to prevent him from coming back as an undead. You may actually make a religion check if you'd like. 11. Based on his prayers and his mannerisms and the suns that are emblazoned upon his clothing, it seems to be a church and a pastor to the Morning Lord. Is there anything you guys would like to do while he tends to the body and gets it prepared for burial?
Yeah, dude notices his, that he seems to be an all right type of guy, but his focus is more on. Is there any headstones around here? Any names that might stand out or seem to be repeating?
As you look around, no, it just seems like there have been a lot of deaths in this village over a long period of time. The only repeating things you see are last names.
Huh.
But you'd estimate by the number of headstones in here, this is either a cemetery that's been here for hundreds of years, or has been filled very quickly.
Based off of that, can I kind of like look at the dirt? How fresh does it seem to be dug up for most of these? Like, are they fresh graves that have been here, less than a year, or have they settled?
Most of them have settled. You see a handful here or there that seem fresher, but they don't seem to be like, all done at once. It seems like, probably natural deaths throughout the year that have been placed to rest here.
Cool.
You do see, though, a fair amount of adults, very few elderly, and a fair amount of children, as all the ages are marked on the headstones.
Grim. Hey, Helm, if you're watching, tell me if you see anything. And I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. So, aberrations will seal them 50 feet of
So,
dead within 30 feet
for-
of yourself. Whether a hollow spell is active, and if so, where? You cast out this. Are you ritual casting or just casting it?
It's not ritual, sadly, so I just cast.
okay.
Oh, wait, I am sorry. I don't have that prepared for today. Cancel that. My apologies.
No worries. Thank you for
Take
catching
that.
it.
Reverse it.
Take it and reverse it.
Helm? Come on, help me out here. Did it before. He's gonna just be talking into the air to himself. You guys hear him calling out to Helm, but no response seems to be coming his way.
Phaedra, is there anything you want to do?
Not really. She's kind of just standing around, like looking shifty-eyed and just grasping her staff as if something's gonna jump out.
Mm-hmm. As Father Donovich seems to finish some of his prayers, he actually turns over towards you, Do. I see you were a fellow man of the cloth as well.
Yeah. Helm, you?
The Morning Lord.
Right, Morning Lord. The sun rising and all that. Light be upon ye. And I give him like a really nervous thumbs up.
He gives you a nod of respect. May I ask that you pray for me and for the church as well? We are in dire need of good things these days.
Yeah, right. He comes on over. He pulls out the little amulet the holy symbol around his neck of the gauntlet in his hand, and he clasps it. Helm, if you're watching us, can you watch them too? Uh, Protect them and carry their goodwill into the afterlife. And yeah, and he unclasps his hands and looks around.
Donovich gives you a bit of a weak smile. You can see he's trying to be happy that you have shown this good faith to him, but he just seems so tired. It is appreciated. If the Morning Lord and Helm can use both of their light to fix the evils that are upon this land, it would be a miracle. I have prayed long and hard for miracles, but I admit even I am starting to be a little skeptical. You can make an insight check if you would like, do.
16.
You see as he says this, his shoulders sag, and he looks slightly back towards the church. Seems that all that fervent praying might be for whoever's downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Just doing what's right, you know?
Switch back to Darian now. Darian, what are you doing off in the corner on your lonesome?
Darian is crumpling together some dust, opening up one of the pages of his book, slashing, or not slashing, but rubbing the dust over it, taking a decent chunk of it, blowing it out into the air, and grabbing a magnifying glass and looking down at it as he ritual casts Clue. So I'm pretty much looking over the past 10 days for any type of footprints or fingerprints in and around this room that don't seem like humanoid, or at least don't seem normal.
So you're looking specifically for ones that don't seem normal, not just whoever's come through here.
Yes.
As you do cast this spell, you do see that there's really only one set of footprints that seems to come to this padlock and leave it, and those same ones lead outside where Father Donovich went. But you see they always stop short of the padlock. Maybe a few, 5-10 feet away, more towards the entrance of the room, before turning back around and leaving. And then you see a little bit of light from this spell for fingerprints on the wood underneath, lighting up faintly around the corners where something seems to be trying to push through.
Okay. And does the lock look magical or arcane, or does it just seem like it's some sort of mundane lock?
It just seems like a rusty old lock.
Okay. Okay. Does it seem like if don't laugh at me. Does it seem like if I try to start up a conversation with this thing that they would be able to hear it outside?
Potentially.
Well, I'm not gonna do that because that would be weird. And they're having a funeral right now.
Oh, you mean the people outside, not the people outside of this room in the basement.
Yes, like the people outside currently having,
you saw them leave and go around the corner, and you heard the footsteps recede off into the distance.
Okay.
I know on the map
cool.
they were just outside the door. They are a few hundred feet away from you at this point.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, I'll sort of still be on guard, but sort of stand back from the hatch. Hello?
You hear that moaning and screaming down below seem to cease for a second. And you hear a shuffling noise, like some footprints getting closer underneath.
Hello down there.
Hello? Please. Please let me out. I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry.
I have not eaten in forever. Days, weeks, I've lost count.
How long
Please, it's
have
my
you
father.
been
He has
down
gone
there?
mad. He has locked me down here. He will not let me out.
And how long exactly have you been locked down there?
I have lost count of the days. It is... There is no light. It's only dark. He does not let me out.
And you have not died?
No, I am not dead. My
Is
father has lost
there
his mind. He believes me to be dead. He keeps me locked in here. I just want to get out. I'm so hungry.
is there anything else that is afflicting you? Pain? Things hurt about your body?
Just the hunger and my throat feels dry and scratchy and my stomach, it hurts.
So, sort of taking in all the context clues plus this conversation that I'm having with it, and seeing that it's somewhat sentient, would I have any idea? I meet the player, have an idea about what this is.
What do you have an idea
Um,
about? What do you think this is?
I think it's either some sort of Wendigo or Skinwalker that is so hungry and needs food to live, but it's an insatiable hunger that won't stop.
Do you want to make a check for it?
I would love to make a check for that.
Go ahead and make your check for it. Your
What
intelligence
would?
check, your smarty smart boy check, your history check.
Okay,
Big
17.
brain check.
17. Thinking back on your knowledge specifically from all the hunts you've been on, someone complaining of insatiable hunger and thirst and a pain in their throat and their stomach, having been kept in the dark. This could be a vampire. Or at the very least,
Yeah.
a spawn of one.
I mean, there is not very happy as he's flipping through the pages of his book and just double checking his knowledge. Hmm. Don't worry, you'll be able to eat sometime.
Will you let me out? Please.
No.
Please. And you start hearing banging on the trap door beneath you as his cries start to turn to pleading wails of him just screaming, "Please! Please let me out!"
I am sorry for the situation you have found yourself in, but there is no hope for you except for that of the sword. May God help whatever is left of you. And I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk out of the room.
Alrighty. You leave the room and the screaming does not abate. If anything, it only gets louder. As you
Cool.
hear the shaking and the slamming on the trapdoor, the screams and pleads for help and for mercy.
Fucking abomination. And I'm just sort of writing all of this knowledge down in my book as I wait by the front door of a church.
The rest of you are having a nice little ceremony over here to put to rest a tired and very dead old man. The hole is dug, the prayers are said, the casket is lowered in the ground, the dirt placed on top, all the while Father Donovich muttering various prayer after prayer to the Morning Lord. Before eventually it's done, he heaves a deep sigh. It is good you brought him here for proper burial. Thank you all for assisting the two of them for this.
Yeah, no, of course. We're just doing the right thing, right? Right, guys?
nods.
You look over at Archie, and he already has like his flute out, and is like going to start like playing it, but just like stops and stares back.
Prayers be for Kolyan Idirovich to be delivered from Barovia. He looks to Irina and Ismark, who've kind of moved off to the side. She's seeming to have some tears roll down her face, and Ismark trying to give her a little bit of comfort, and he looks to the rest of you. I suggest you take her as far from the castle as possible. At the very least to Valaki, but maybe as far as the Abbey of St. Marikova in Kresk would be good. There is evil here that does not sleep, and it wants her badly.
Dude gives him like a knowing and agreeing nod.
What time of day is it now?
It's getting towards the evening time. Like, the sun hasn't gone down yet. You got maybe an hour or two before it goes down.
Okay.
Okay, out of game, we definitely need a fucking place to sleep, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Because we could go back to the inn. We could try and rope our way into getting here, because maybe it's sanctified ground, though the pews do not bode well for that sentiment. I don't know. What are
yeah,
we
and
thinking?
deal with the screaming, screeching creature down there.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Any ideas?
Well, there are still a couple hours of daytime. If we're to get Irina as far out of her house as possible, I suggest we start heading now.
You see Father Donovich's eyes widen slightly. You would risk travel at nighttime.
She certainly can't stay in her house.
It is safer indoors at nighttime than it is on the road. I suggest at the very least wait until dawn, get as much daylight as you can.
You two are the father. Let's go get a room at the inn. You two should stay there as well, just in case, people want to keep attacking your mansion.
From what I have heard from Ismark is that it has been quiet there since the passing of her father. I believe maybe another cruel trick of the mistress of the castle. Weaken her further by destroying that which she holds dear.
Real piece of work that one is.
You see again, he looks back towards the church as he says this with that devastated look behind the eyes.
So, what's up with the screaming?
You see he pales slightly, but he seems to have warmed up to you, even though your face is shrouded in, metal and he can't get a good look at you. You're a man of the cloth. You know your priestly stuff, and he looks down at the ground and then looks back over to you. It is my son. One day he went
Go
out
on.
to fight the lady with some group. These wizard in black robes came in from some faraway land. They said they were going to rid us of the evil. And Doru wished to help. He came back and he was changed.
Changed? As in, like... I do like the slow head lean over, like, changed.
All I know is he is not the Doru I once knew, not the boy I raised. But he is still my son. I imagine it is cruel punishment by the lady. Something to torture me, I guess. I pray and I hope that one of the gods will tell me how to save him.
Ah,
Until
well,
then, he will be in his room, and we will wait until I find a way to have my son returned to me.
well, best of luck with that, Father. Um, Helm watches over you and your son, and I hope the best for him as well, whatever ails him.
As you
Come
were
on.
saying this, yeah, from like the other side of the priest dude, you can see Archie just like mouthing, "Oh my god, we need to do something about that."
You,
Come on, everybody. It's the father's right. We should find somewhere to sleep. You know, don't want to be caught out on the roads and all that.
there is a spare bedroom inside you all could use, or I'm
Nah,
sure
I
Dorina or
think
Smart
we'll
would not
find
mind
like a
staying the night in their house once more. If it is
nah. We'll
quiet, it
find
should be fine.
an inn or a tavern or something else. Anywhere else. Anywhere but here.
Do not
Lovely.
think that is a good
Oh,
idea.
Jesus!
Bro fucking teleports in.
I mean, I've just been standing here watching you all. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were all just was waiting for you. You took a long time. Anyway, I don't think it's a good idea to just flaunt around town. Cannot leave the town right now. We don't have enough daylight. And regardless of where we go, she is probably marked in ways that just maneuvering locations will assist with. If she is truly marked by some creature or person that can command the unnatural, then it is fair to say that she is most likely, for lack of better terms, fucked.
Bring
And
up the first.
honestly, if she has survived so long inside of the house that she currently resides in, who is to say that she will not survive another day, especially now that there are 4 people additionally who will help make sure that she does not disappear into the night.
You know what? That sounds right, Darian. I agree with Darian. We should head back to the manor.
Yes, of course it was right. That's why I said it.
The Father Donovich nods. Well, may the light of the morning Lord protect you all. He does a small gesture with his hands and bows his head in prayer as he starts to shuffle his way back inside the church.
Theron just watches him leave.
So you were gone for a bit. What's up with that?
What is up with what?
What'd you sneak off to?
To investigate the screaming in the floorboards?
Yes, he was his son.
Not anymore.
Well, technically.
Yes, but I would also not consider someone who gets turned into a slime to be a family member anymore. Once you take an irreversible change, they are no longer the person you once knew. Or, at least, only remember some things and act as though they are a monster. Regardless, there is nothing that anyone can do for him except for putting his son out of his misery.
That's not our choice to make.
I don't feel comfortable just leaving him here tonight with that. Well, echo of someone like that. I can't imagine he's doing very well mentally. You see how the guy looks.
He has not entered the basement in at least 10 days, and every time he gets near it, he walks away. So I'm sure that the father will be fine.
Well, you two better make your mind up pretty quick there. The siblings, they're taking some time mourning. So, we got until then to decide.
What is the alternative, really? Anyways, we go in there, smite the creature.
Yeah, I think that's what he's implying. Yeah.
Oh, I am not suggesting that we do anything about this, although it
No,
does
that's not what
deserve
he's saying.
death. Yes, I don't think that this is necessarily our problem at this current moment in time. We have much more pressing matters in terms of preparing for the inevitable assault tonight.
Suppose we do.
So the sooner we can get back to the mansion and at least solidify whatever defenses they have, and the easier it will be on us.
At the very least, I can definitely help with that. Fortifying a civilian location is certainly something I'm, well, practiced in.
I'm sure you are.
As you all are talking, eventually, Ismark guides Irina back to you all. You can see her eyes are red and there's tears smeared across her cheeks as she's trying to put on a braver face but is having a difficult time with the passing of her father. Ismark just looks at you all. It is very good thing you have done for us today, helping us bury our father. It is deeply, deeply appreciated.
Always.
Of course.
Mm.
Don't need to mention it.
Well, the sun is going to be getting low in the sky soon, so I suggest we go back to the mansion for now and wait out the night and then head out with the first light.
That would be wise.
He nods and one arm around Irina's shoulder just starts to walk back towards the mansion. Come on, you all, you can stay in the guest rooms. We have many.
Guest rooms. You
They are
hear,
nobility.
he whispers up, oh, shit, I said that out loud.
You all are eventually led back up the road to the Burgomaster's mansion. Nothing seemingly different from the last time you went in. And as you go in, Ismark takes Irina upstairs. I'm going to put her in her room for the evening. If you all would like, there's a kitchen in there, along with some scraps of food. I admit I have not had time to restock the pantry for guests in a while. There are spare bedrooms downstairs as well. Make yourselves at home.
Someone should stay with her. If this Lady Strahd has been coming to visit, how do you know she'll be okay alone?
Oh, she will not be alone. I will be guarding the room. It is least I can do as older
Right.
brother. I must protect my little sister.
Is it possible for me to look at the room first?
Yes, if you would like to, you may check it out.
I walk past them and head up to the room.
You open the room and it seems to be a nicer room in the house, you know. Large floor plans, some plush chairs, a nice four-poster bed. The window seems to have had the glass smashed out and boarded up and replaced, but otherwise, it doesn't have that same coating of dust and grime as the other disused parts of the mansion.
Okay. Darian is going to be in no way, shape, or form delicate, and is going to look for any way to get into this room besides the door or the window.
You give it a thorough look over, and it seems like it's just the door and the window are the entrance points to this room.
The windows seem sturdy because you said it was broken and then boarded up. If someone really wanted to get in there through the window, like how difficult would that be?
It would be a little bit difficult. Like, you imagine something with a moderate amount of strength would be able to bust through those boards, but it would make a lot of noise and take a few hits to do so.
Okay.
Okay, well, this needs to be fortified. And he just sort of pulls on one of the boards a little bit. Good to better. Archie should see if he can do anything about this. And he turns around to Ismark. Do you have papers and inks and things like that?
He nods. They are all down in the study.
Darian sort of very callously walks downstairs and starts digging through that.
Alrighty, as you are digging through that, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Well, Hughes already found himself escaping over to the pantry like it was offered. He's going to be digging through, finding any nice foods, shaking any bottles of wines or drinks that he might be able to pillage and pilfer.
You do find some hunks of bread, some actually decent wines, not the sour stuff like
Ooh.
that was in the tavern down there. You see some cured meats and things of the like. There's not a whole ton, but there's enough for everybody for the night.
Morning, Lord be blessed, I guess. Some good food. I'm going to shake the bottle, see that some liquid in it, take all the bread and all the meat, kind of like put it in a bundle of cloth and take it with me.
Alright, we can say you can add 4 to your rations.
Nice.
Phaedra and Archie, what are you guys doing?
Where are the guest rooms located? Like,
It's on the first floor off to the left-hand hallway down the way a little bit. There's, the study, the drawing room. You see the kitchen, and then kind of past the kitchen is the guest rooms.
okay, and Irina's
Upstairs.
upstairs. So, sort of like tracing my step from the guest room to upstairs. If we were to like hear someone breaking in, how quick would we be able to respond? Do you think?
In terms of like
is it?
rounds for combat, it would take about probably 3-4 rounds to get up there.
Oof, that's
It is a pretty large mansion.
okay. Is there any like closer locations to set up?
It
'Cause I'm
seems like
pretty sure,
upstairs is mainly just like the personal living quarters. So you have Irina's room, Ismark's room, the late burgomaster's room, which you would know would be empty, but it's up to you if you want to ask if you'd like to use that room instead. The hallways are wide enough that you can definitely like lay down in them, and people can get by you pretty easy.
Okay.
Archie, anything you would like to do?
I'm thinking in terms of just like, oh god, there's not too much I can do that wouldn't like destroy stuff in the home to like barricade windows and shit. So
You do know that
honestly,
you have seen some destroyed furniture that you could assume was the victim of the same method.
okay, well at that point, if he can specifically on the floor that our beautiful hosts are on, Ismark and Irina, if he can barricade some windows, he definitely will.
Okay. You're able to take some of the furniture that's already been kind of torn apart and continue to use those wood scraps and some nails and fortify the windows a little bit more and create some more barricades around that area.
It's not much, but we'll get noise if it falls out of game. So.
Mhm.
Right, and yeah, he'll post himself up with his bedroll in a hallway for the night. Hopefully, not directly leading up to the room, but enough that like if anything happens, he'll
Yeah.
know.
Phaedra, is there anything you wanted to do with the information of like how long it's going to take to get up there, or that you could post up in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm gonna post up in the hallway, cause
Alrighty.
that's a pretty long ways.
Yeah, it's a big house. Like, it might take less time if you're, like, really fucking booking it, but,
Yeah.
that's gonna take your, everything to book it up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Is it like, are there any like windows in the hallway, or is it just the hallway and then it's like the rooms that are outer?
It's rooms that are outer. It seems like a more interior hallway.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And then you got your food, your snacks, your alcohol.
Yeah, and eventually, as he's wandering around, he's gonna stumble across Phaedra and be like, "Oh, ain't gonna take one of the rooms."
She just kind of shakes her head. Too far.
Ah, well,
Since my... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
well, I hope you don't mind. He's gonna sit across the hall opposite from you. I hate eating alone, you know. And you see he unfolds a parchment of cloth, and you can see there's a bunch of dried bread and a bunch of other stuff. And he pulls out a wine bottle and what looks like a bottle of some sort of vinaigrette. Found this in the pantry. Just dip the stale bread in that, revitalize it, gives it a bit of flavor. He slides some over to you.
She'll kind of eye you cautiously, but takes the food. That Lady Strahd's got you in that metal cage.
Like a dog. But don't worry, I ain't gonna start barking anytime soon.
I think we need to kill her.
You see as he's struggling to find a gap around the collar to slip some of the bread up into his mouth, and he stops. What'd you say? Killer. Did you put
She
your tits on
nods.
backwards today?
Obviously not as we
I-
are now.
Are you sure you're looking at this backwards? It's not gonna be possible. If that is a vampire, we're fucked. We can't kill her.
Then we'll die trying. We need more allies. We need power. It's the only way out of this place.
Wait, you're saying you actually want to go through it? You got a plan or anything?
She shakes her head. Not directly, but
You see, he tries to funnel some of the wine in between the gaps in his mask. It kind of, you see it dribble down out through the neck collar a little bit as he, well, here, he's gonna slide the bottle over to you. It's not poison. I just checked with that. Have a few sips. Maybe you'll think of a plan overnight, yeah?
there are ways to power in this strange town. When when Marlowe and I arrived here, we couldn't do a lot of the things that we did.
I get that. So what you're saying is, it's time for a scavenger hunt. Look for some magic, some strength. He stops and thinks for a second. Might be
If you'll be my
possible.
ally in this quest, we both have grudges against that horrid woman.
Your ally? Whoa. Asking me so soon? We've only known each other for, what, 2 hours?
It's not about trust. It's common enemy. I'm sure you'll want that mask
it's-
off of you. And I'm sure you resent her for putting that mask on you.
So what you're saying, you're doing this for vengeance? For redemption?
I could have done more to save my brother. And now this is me doing it.
When you say that, he stops picking at the food. Yeah, we all could have done more, couldn't we? All right, count me in.
Would you allow me to insight check you on that statement?
Go ahead.
What does a 16 get me?
Even with the grated mouth and the shadowed eyes from the mask, you see his eyes water up ever so slightly, and he's trying to hold his lips from showing emotions. For some reason, that he seemed to very much empathize with you, talking about losing your brother.
It's a deal then. She'll hold out her hand towards you.
He dusts off his dirty hands onto his dirty pants and then gives you a handshake. His gritty, calloused hands. So, what about that Darien guy? He seems to be the special type. Real smart one, that is.
She kind of scoffs the moment you mention Darian.
And as soon as you scoff, kind of a dick, though, no?
He doesn't care much for others. Left us to die in that house.
It doesn't make him special. Nobody really cares about others.
Noted.
Yeah, people like him, they're all over the place, you know? They'll see starving kids on the street, they'll see people dying left and right, but they won't do anything about it. Until it becomes their problem, anyways. And, I don't know. Maybe you can convince him that, Strahd's a problem. For him, directly.
The way I see it, she's the only way we can get out of this town.
Yeah,
Every
you're
villager says so, anyways.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh yeah, I don't know if you trust that Archie guy, but he's actually good stuff. Before you know, all that other shit went down, we actually had each other's backs. Guy can swing a sword and throw a spear like nobody else.
Were
Guy just
you in the same party that
No,
fought
no,
you
no,
up
no.
against?
No. I was with another group. He was going one way, we were going another, investigating different things. Got too close to the castle and well, he rattles his helmet a little bit. You know.
Right. He seems honest, at least.
Eh, too daft to be dishonest, you know? They say the stupid can't lie.
While you all are
He
having
stops.
this conversation, Darian, what are you? You said you were looking for paper and inks.
Yes. I'm probably in the study. I've pulled out Jorum's spell book, and I've started to transcribe some spells since I have the material and the time to do it right now.
Alrighty.
So I'm transcribing one, if not two spells, which would take me 2, if not 4 hours.
Hmm. Which spells are you transcribing?
Disguise self and identify.
I believe those are in the book that he had.
Yes, they are.
Alrighty. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but you can get it done.
Yes. And I will also, one, do it before we start our watch schedule, because I'm assuming we're doing that. And if I can't do both of them before that time, I will do the second one during my watch.
Yeah, I'll say that you can do one probably before watches start because sun's gonna go down in about like an hour-ish, like
Okay.
30 minutes,
And
and
then
then you can do the other one on watch.
I will add those right now.
Alrighty. Speaking of watches, we doing watches tonight, guys?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Watch order. Who's going where and when?
I'll go right after Phaedra, so Phaedra goes, I'll go.
I'll go second because I want to get my long rest out of the way.
Alrighty. So who's first?
I'll go last.
All right. So
I'll go third.
Archie, Phaedra, do Darian. Archie, go ahead and roll yours. Perception.
Perception.
Phaedra, go ahead and roll yours.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
For Wild Companion, my familiar disappears when I finish a long rest.
Hmm.
So I still have her. So can I have her be my watch as I sleep? Just kind of help Archie out.
Yeah, you can do that. You'll have to do it through the familiar's stats,
That's
which
fine.
I believe you have access to.
Can she just use the help action?
Yeah, if you'd like to do that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I will do that
Just-
before I ask if that was a failure or not. Screw it. Yeah, let's do advantage. Never mind. I don't need to.
Alrighty, then do go ahead and roll yours.
I'm gonna use a lucky point to give myself advantage.
Alrighty. Y'all are so nervous. Why are you so nervous? Goddamn.
21.
21. And then, Darian, go ahead and roll yours. 7.
Haha. I'm too busy writing spells and shits.
You too busy
Jesus
taking a
Christ.
fucking nap, apparently.
I'm writing spells. I want to learn Identify, damn it.
Fair.
Shadow Money Wizard Gang. We love casting spells.
I can't even cast spells like cool people.
Alrighty, is there anything else anybody wants to do before we get to watches for the evening?
How long is each watch, by the way?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Shit. I need 4 hours to sleep. Does anyone want to swap the watches with me?
Yeah, I'll swap with you. I'll go first. You sleep
Okay, thank
first.
you. Appreciate it.
Perfect.
No worries.
Alrighty, so Archie, do Phaedra, and then Darian. And I'm assuming no more last minute stuff before watches?
Suppose that'll be it.
Actually, yes. This is a fancy manor. They might have some things around. I'm gonna be looking around for a bell and some string.
Easy enough to find. You find a
All right.
bell and the string around the kitchen area.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna set up the bell near one of the other two. I will say Darian, since he's going. No, Archie's going last, right? No,
Archie's
Darian's going
first,
last.
Darian's going last.
All right, Darian. He's gonna be taking the last watch. He's pretty far away. I'm gonna set up this like jerry rig some string all the way up to where me and Phaedra are, so we can just pull on it and ring the bell like crazy.
Hmm. Sounds good.
Or for midnight snacks.
It is the midnight
Ding-a-ding.
snack though.
1 ring for midnight snacks. 2 ring, someone's getting eaten.
Yep.
3 rings for we're fucked and dying, please help.
Oh, yay.
4 rings for big lady.
But no, yeah, no. Unironically, 1 ring for I think I heard something. 2 rings for I definitely heard something. 3 rings for please get the fuck up here.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have to be safe. I thought this was a good
mean,
plan.
If you hear screaming, I think that does most of the work for you.
People usually don't scream before they die. They
That's,
usually scream before they die.
I mean, yes.
What I'm saying is a 50-50. Just listen for the bell.
Okay.
Listen for the bell. The sounds of the bells of Barovia. Alrighty, let's get up there with Archie with his 22. And just to confirm, Phaedra, Archie, you all are posting up in the hallway, correct?
Yes.
One other final additive thing.
Mhm.
Specifically, because I don't think anyone's going to be leaving the building in a hurry, but I will be setting up the if it'll even let me link it. No, it won't. I'll just mainly click the utilize action. I have caltrops in my backpack if I can set up in the square, like in front of the way out of like the hallway that we're in, like downstairs or whatever, or out of the house.
Sounds good. And then, Darian, you're staying in the study.
Yes, and I'll have Nico with me.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And then Ismark lets you all know that he will be guarding from inside the room with Irina. Pretty much just keeping an eye on the window while you guys are all at the door. Oh, Archie.
Is the door locked? Or, like, can we get in there in a hurry?
They leave it unlocked, so that way you can come in if need be.
Okay.
Archie, as your watch starts, it's the early hours of the evening, and it gets dark fast outside. You feel that oppressive darkness almost pressing in on the house, like it's trying to find its way in through the boards and the windows. It's quiet. The only thing you hear is the soft snoring of your companions and the quiet weeping from Irina in her room, and a faint tapping noise outside.
I don't like that.
It taps a couple times, just and then you hear the wind blow and you realize it's a branch on the side of the building.
Ah.
But your watch continues quietly, seemingly nothing coming to assail you all in the middle of the night.
Okay, sweet. Who was next out of game?
It was Dew.
Dude.
Alright, I'm gonna go wake you up. By that I mean not get up from where I am, take the pike, and just lightly ping on the fucking metal mask that he's wearing with the pike.
You see his head turned towards you. Yeah.
Lean the pike
Alright.
back up against the wall, immediately conks out.
Did you see anything? Oh, he's out. All right.
With your 21. Same thing. You hear the quiet snoring of your companions, and Irina and Ismark as well. Seems everybody now has fallen into a deep sleep. The stress of the day probably wearing at them a little heavier.
Just gonna be kind of walking back and forth through the hall, nervous as hell. Is there a window at the end of these halls?
Yeah, there's a window at the end that you can. It's boarded up, so it's hard to look through. But there are a couple holes in the wood, like tiny little peepholes that you can look out of.
Yeah, he's gonna be looking out through those. He's doing the squint, look left, look right, look left, look right, expecting a jump scare.
Expecting a jump scare, you sit there and you look left and right, and left and right, and left and right. And then you hear the screech of a bat as it flies by the window.
Oh, sweet tits!
It continues to
Look-
fly away. The sound and the visual draw your eyes back towards the town. Everything seems quiet all around. Your watch concludes without an issue.
Yeah. Hey, Phaedra,
Yeah.
your turn. You all rested?
Nods. Just sort of coming out of my trance, I will take my watch.
Alrighty. You take your watch. Are you looking out the window as well at any point?
I'm sort of just walking around the mansion with these like little motes of dancing lights trailing behind me.
Hmm.
Just doing rounds.
Just doing the rounds, kind of keeping an eye
Yeah.
out for the whole building.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. As you're walking around the building, the wind picks up a little bit. You hear that tapping sound that you can very quickly, with your druidic knowledge, tell. Yeah, that's a branch on the side of the house, or that's the squeaking of a mouse. So the animalistic sounds don't really bother you as much. They just seem standard sounds of creatures. And as you're passing by one of the windows, a soft, eerie green light catches your attention.
Through the window?
Yeah, it seems to be, it's flickering slightly, but you can see it kind of pouring through the window a little bit through the gaps in the wood.
I will edge towards the window and I'll peek out from like the side of the window
Mhm.
and try to see what it is.
As you peek out from the side of the window, you look out and you see just down the road, kind of at that, like, crossing down there, an odd sight. This, again, eerie green light suffusing the air around them. A procession of ghosts. Wavering images of women touting giant great swords and wood-wise men with slender bows and dwarves with axes and mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All seemingly pouring from the graveyard, walking through the streets, and walking about. And Phaedra, you see your brother and Joram in the mix. Just walking along with this procession of the dead.
Oh my god.
Are they heading anywhere? Or just walking?
They seem to just be walking.
Where is Marlowe in this procession?
You just see him kind of in the mix of the people. Honestly, you almost didn't catch him, but that's your twin. You'd know him anywhere.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me roll something.
He walks with that usual swagger and charismatic, lazy smile on his face.
I will sort of tear myself away from the window and I'm gonna just walk away from it.
Alrighty. You walk away having witnessed a bit of a discomforting sight, but it's quiet, and nothing further finds you. Your watch finishes. As it does, the green light fades from outside. Last up is Darian, I believe, yes?
Yes.
Vader, you going to wake him up?
Yeah.
Darian is slumped over the desk in the study, with his
I-
grimoire open in front of him.
Kind of just like nudge his side with the staff and her face is entirely covered with the large brim of her hat and she doesn't talk to you, doesn't look at you, she just keeps going once she sees that you're awake.
Just slowly blinks his eyes, non-synchronous, as he watches you leave. Does a little stretch, creaks the neck, looks down at the undead cat. Let's get to work. I'll take my watch while also transcribing the identify spell into my grimoire.
You continue to transcribe that spell, and honestly, that takes all of your attention. You get kind of absorbed in the process of it, and honestly forget you're supposed to be taking watch until you see that first bit of light of dawn creep through the boards on the windows.
Okay,
Luckily, nothing
Um,
found you guys.
perfect. Before I wake up everyone else, I'm just gonna go and peek into the room upstairs with Irina and Ismark, and just make sure that they're both still there.
You take a quiet peek in, and you see Irina curled up in her bed, seemingly having cried herself to sleep, and Ismark sitting right underneath the window, sword in his hand, passed out.
Darren does a little nod and then closes the door to let them sleep before going back and turning around into the hallway of sleeping compatriots, except I think for Phaedra, who's still awake. Or maybe you're asleep. I don't know.
I'm
Um,
awake.
okay, just Darren's just gonna look down over at you and just sort of like, not hard, but like kicks your leg a little bit, to like know that you're awake.
What do you want?
It's time to start getting ready to move.
Right. I'll wake the others.
Go around and start just kicking everyone just to wake them up. Come on, up,
Alright.
up.
As we do get to the end, just sort of in the morning as he's, making sure his armor's reaffixed, regathering all his caltrops and everything, Archie will pull out his flute and pip just a little relatively quiet morning tune, and I will use
Oh
this.
god, he's scatting again.
Yay.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing that.
Yeah. You're a musician, giving everybody their,
Not
inspiration.
everybody. Unfortunately, it's up to proficiency bonus. So, which two
Ah.
of you do I like the most? Which one of you gets
I know I'm not on that list.
heroic inspiration? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I'm gonna roll for it. Do you guys want the Wendy or the gift card backside?
Wendy's, of course.
Okay. One of them's due.
Hit your face.
The other is Phaedra. I rolled. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I thought I was your
knew it.
favorite.
You and Phaedra get the heroic inspirations, correct?
Congratulations. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And balls.
Thank you. Thank you. You see though, as soon as Dew wakes up, he's like, all right, just let me go get ready. And he wanders off to a random part of the house. Dim,
Yeah.
can I look for any jewelry? You know, that paladin said that like if I was able to get my hands on some platinum rings, there's like the spell that most people in the clergy knows that protects the wearers. So I'm gonna look for some platinum rings.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I mean, we're in a house of rich people. Can I use a lucky on that?
You may use a lucky on that.
Right, 6. No, I don't.
No, you find not platinum, but a couple silver rings in a jewelry box upstairs.
Ooh, silver. How many?
You can add one jewelry ring worth 20 gold.
Nice. Silver's always useful. And then he's talking to himself. In case we come across some werewolves. Yeah, that's what it's for. Werewolves. And he's gonna pocket it.
You pocket the ring.
Darren's sort of gonna go over to Ismark once they're up and at him. How long exactly is it going to take to get to Wallachia?
Well, let me get my map in check, and with that we will take a break so that way Phaedra can piss. Go
Let's
piss,
fucking
girl.
go!
Let's go.
Kiss and shit.
Piss break!
Piss break.
All right, I'll be back.
Have fun.
We're leaving Barovia? You guys want to leave the village?
Yes.
I'm
so
back.
much fun here, though.
No.
Join the ghost procession.
Fuck you. Fuck off with that.
You don't want to go to the ghost procession?
I'm gonna kill you.
Go to the ghost parade. I promise
what?
nothing bad happens at the ghost parade.
Yeah, totally. What's the village that we're headed towards? So I have it in my notes.
I have it up on the full like world map right now.
Oh,
He
okay.
said at the very least to get her to Vallaki.
Vallaki. Where's
Vallaki?
Vallaki?
Vallaki. I pinned it on
Ah,
the map over there.
Vallaki.
And then
If
the priest says if you can get her to Kresk,
Kresk.
which is all the way over there.
yeah, if you hold left shift, it'll force drag everybody to your ping.
Oh, there we go. Just pew.
Nice.
Because it's the farthest place you can get from the castle. But they did say Vallaki would do. If, you
Okay.
can get her there at least.
Gotcha.
You got a little bit of a travel ahead of you. And the castle, just so you are aware, is right there.
Dude, I only got like halfway up the road. That sucked.
Yeah. you guys got halfway up the road.
Oh, so we have to go around the castle to get
Mhm.
to Vallaki.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We can just go straight beeline it through the dense woods and
Yeah,
roll
go through the castle actually.
Yeah, the sheer
Nothing bad
cliffs.
could possibly happen at the castle.
Exactly. You know what's up. What's up, guys? We survived the second night. W's in chat.
God almighty, dude.
Now it's the third night. Can you survive the third night in 5 nights in Barovia?
Jesus fucking Christ. Please, I don't want to fucking deal with Mangle this night, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't worry. What you'll have to deal with is Rachel. And Five Nights at Freddy lore.
Listen, you're gonna get all the way to the 5th night before Golden Freddy comes and bends you over.
Or. Shut the hell up. By the way, I am ready. My piss production has been
Produced
completed.
enough piss? You've stored it in your balls correctly?
Mhm.
How about the other
Yep.
boys? You guys stored your piss in your balls correctly?
They don't know.
Don't
They
ask
know.
me about how I store my piss and balls. I actually store them internally, so my balls go way up in there.
Wait.
That explains so much of your balls are inside you. Fucking
Is it
no
everyone's?
testicle drop and have an ass.
Okay, bitch. I don't need this from you. Go fuck yourself.
God.
Oh, I got Pepsi up the nose.
Oh, what have you done?
Bips it. Rachel, are you done inhaling that pussy?
I'm not. The pussy has been inhaled.
I really
Oh.
want just what I really wish that one day your significant other could hear all of the absolutely horrendous shit that you say.
Oh,
And just
trust me.
fucking-
Trust me, she does.
How do
Okay,
you-
so she knows that you just inhale pussy.
I would hope she does.
Well, yeah, I guess that's how she's in a relationship in the first place, eh?
Listen,
Thinking
anybody,
that might be
anybody.
the point, I fear.
Listen, anybody who gets that close to Rachel, there's got to be just as fucked up as her. So I'm not surprised.
That's fair.
Speaking of fucked up, my
Anyways,
little
are we
gremlins,
done
Are you ready?
bullying me?
Never.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah, let's stop bullying Rachel and get back to me bullying you all.
Oh, okay. Sure, I guess.
bullshit.
But you
Anyway,
all,
how long?
you all wake up from a long night of rest, and you wanted to know how long it's gonna take to get to
Wallachia.
Vallaki. Alrighty. This is Vallaki, not Vallaki.
Wallachia, yes. I would like to know how to get to Wallachia.
I swear, you always mispronounce names because you know it pisses me off.
Yes. Fuck
Oh,
you.
you know-
How long?
you know-
Little bitch. Oh no,
Yes.
this will happen, bitch.
Okay, asshole, we're playing the game.
I can't tell if that's Irina making fun of him or Mel.
It's both at this point.
Both.
This is
Okay.
rude. Why would you say such things?
Irina
What the
says,
fuck?
"Get good, nerd."
Okay, asshole. How long to get there?
Uh, it's about 16 miles away, so it'll take you, about 5 to 8 hours, depending on how fast you're moving.
Okay.
It's just up the road. Relatively small area, it seems. Kind of seems odd to you that they haven't gone up there before. It's only a day's trip up the road. You look at the map and you're like, wow, this is a pretty fucking small valley.
Is the road just carving through the valley, or is the entire town in the valley?
So the town is this, the village that you're in is this tiny little area over here, and same for Valaki and Kresk. They're both just tiny towns within the valley itself, and this one road, Old Svalich Road, kind of winds through the whole area.
Okay.
And you see the way it winds on the map is partially because you see a lot of fucking cliffs marked on the maps here.
Yeah, this is like
It is
you really gotta go around.
It is
things.
fucked up terrain. It seems like the terrain is purposefully made to make your life hell getting around and to keep you in one area.
Great, good, lovely.
Right.
Ismark holds up the map. Yeah, we can get
Before
there
we
within a
all
day.
head off, I would like to cast a spell.
You're casting spell. What spell will you be
I'm
casting?
casting a spell. I'm casting Goodberry.
Oh, you're gonna have some good berries. What shape of good berries are you having today?
My tip, the tip of my
What?
staff.
Huh?
Oh Christ.
My
Okay,
my
that you
tip
saved
will
it. You
start
saved it. She saved it.
glowing. And I'm gonna sprout 10 little plums from my tip.
Stop
And
saying from your tip. Please.
from my tip I shall give forth berries.
She's creating
Um,
seeds from her tip, guys.
I'm creating
Nice.
seeds from my tip.
That's crazy. I didn't know you could just do that.
I'm gonna hand everyone one,
Alrighty.
including Irina and what's his face?
Ismark.
Ismark. And I'm gonna tell everyone basically it's a magical berry. If you eat it, you'll be full, but keep it on you for emergency. Cause it also gives you minor healing.
Dude pulls his halfway out of his mask as he was just about to shove it into his face. He seems
It is
disappointed.
Very useful berry you have made. I will cherish it for a day, and then I will eat it violently later when I am starving. And he
She-
shoves the plum in his pocket.
There's 6 of us, so I have 4 berries that I will own. I'm gonna give an extra one to my boy Dow, just so he
Dow.
can shove that
Yeah.
berry in his
No.
cage.
Chilling.
Shoving balls in his cage.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Everyone gets a berry. It's your ration for today.
Yoink.
So I will.
Perfect.
Everyone
That was-
will have. Everyone will eat one berry and then have one berry.
Okay.
Cool, I have 3 berries.
3.
Everyone
3.
get 2 berries.
I have some from last time.
They would be gone
Um,
by now.
I have 1.
They last for 24 hours from making them, and then they disappear.
Good to
Yeah.
know that I used it last night for rations. Smile face. Um,
Yes,
I
actually, if you guys have not done so yet, please subtract 1 from your rations.
I had good berry. Smile. Yes.
We had bread dipped in wine vinaigrette. You didn't join us for it. Yeah.
Alright, good berry. That's all I need. I'm also going to go into Arena's room and I'm going to take one of her scarves.
What, creep? Pervert?
And there's a point to this.
Stop jacking off
Uh,
with her scarf.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to ritual cast a spell.
Uh-huh.
I am casting disguise self on myself so that way
Okay.
I look like Arena.
Okay.
Pervert.
Fuck off.
He wants to know what it's like to have tits.
That's not what I'm doing. Doing
Sorry.
it so that
Are
way
you
if
doing this in
something
front
happens.
of Irina or no?
I'm doing this in the other room and I'm just walking out looking like Arena.
You see Ismark looks at Irina, looks to you, looks to Irina, looks to you. I think we have a problem, guys. We have one too many Irinas in the house and we should only
It's
have one.
Darien.
Oh my god, why the fuck do you sound like that?
Because I am Darien.
Are you feeling alright? He grabs your shoulders and puts a hand on your forehead.
It's a spell, please stop. It's so that way if someone is trying to go and chase Arena from town, they don't know which is which. And if we do get attacked
Oh,
immediately
so that
after
way
we
they
leave
take you
town,
instead. Very smart, very suicidal. I like you, good friend. He slaps you on the back.
okay, it's more so that way you can get ahead while we deal with the fighting, but sure.
It is good
Don't
that you are
plan on
such
getting
selfless person
captured.
you would sacrifice
That's
yourself.
it's tactical. It's not selfless.
Tactical
It's just-
suicide, I get it.
Okay. I am now regretting doing this.
You see Irina looks you up and down. Well, that is a bit of, curious magic.
I am very talented. I say as I tuck Jorm's spellbook into my backpack.
Bro stole that shit.
Well, most spellcasters seem to have some kind of talent, so it seems that this one will be useful.
Yes. Just if we do get chased immediately out
And
of
if I
town,
catch you undressing yourself and looking at my visage naked, I will stab you in the chest.
that is not how this spell works, but alright.
All I know is you look like me, and if you do pervert things with my visage, I will kill you.
Oh, why did you think I would do that?
Because there are very many terrible men in Barovia.
Okay, I am not that. I really could give less of a shit.
We're not from Barovia, so
There are good many terrible men everywhere.
That is
well,
fair.
Anyway, it is good to know
Anyway.
you are not pervert.
Yes, I'm glad that I know I am not a pervert as well. Can we
Well-
get moving, please? It's only
Indeed.
lasts for an hour.
oh, still on the table. As he walks.
What?
Nothing.
I get a marching order.
Archibald 100% wants to be at the front, flag and everything.
And technically,
yeah.
I'm gonna be.
Behind.
Yeah, I'll be second up there with Archie. I got them eyes, them special eyes for Archie, and I'll help watch the front with him.
I am gonna have on Archie's hip. We're gonna have hooded lantern up.
Alrighty. So it's Archie and Dew in the front two spots. Phaedra, are you middle, back?
I'll trail behind a little bit. I assume we're not moving like crazy fast. Just like just fast walking pace.
Just kind of cruising.
Cruising, yeah, normal speed.
Cruising.
And then Darian,
Um,
are you also in the back with Phaedra, or where are you at?
I'm going to be pretty much like my thought is that it would be Arena, Ismark, and then myself dressed as Arena, so that way they don't know which one's which. And I will also have Niku transform into a raven and then fly above us.
And then are you guys in the center, or
I suppose we're in the center because I mean it's going Archie do, then I'm guessing it would be Arena, Ismark, then myself, and then Phaedra.
okay? I'm just putting it in the chat so that way we have that there.
Don't get yoinked at the back, Rachel. That would suck.
Since we're like heading out of town a little bit and presumably like into the woods ish, would I be able to find some supplies for my herbalism kit to start making some healing potions?
Are
You
you
know
just
what you're
checking
saying.
around the house? Where are we looking at for those?
Like, basically, as we're like headed out of the town and into the wooded areas.
Got it. So just kind of
Start-
like foraging for stuff that can be used in your kit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Darian, you said you were keeping watch, or who said they were keeping watch? Someone was
That
keeping
would be
watch.
me on front. I'm gonna make sure nothing's gonna jump out of the woods at us.
Whoever is
Also
keeping
keeping an eye out.
watch, perception checks.
Alrighty. Lagging. It could be a second. And away we go. 10.
All right, 13 and a 10.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is my 13 a fail?
No.
Okay, making sure. Sorry.
I will have Niku the Raven perceive for me.
Go
'Cause
ahead and have him perceive.
I'm shib at it.
He's
Oh, he's
shib.
shib at it too.
He's
Oh,
very
no.
shib at it currently.
But I'm also gonna have him pay attention when Arena's talking for things.
Okay.
Mimicry.
Okay.
Chicka chicka.
My God.
I had to be certain what you were going for.
Why do you guys think I'm so weird? What's going on with
It's not
that?
that you're weird. It's just like my mental image is like you are going to like Michael Bay Transformers Bumblebee your fucking voice with your Raven, and that's weird as fuck.
And it would work. Okay.
It would. It's just fucking out there and not what I expected to be hearing today.
I don't know what you want from me. But
I don't like that.
So, you all in the bright morning dawn light. And it's only bright because, bright light through fog makes it look really fucking funky. But it's daylight at least. The village is quiet, nobody milling about or walking around. You all collect your things, pack up your stuff, and begin to wander down the road. The air is still kind of wet with that same moisture from the fog. The grass is slicked and covered in it, the cobblestones and the mud squelch beneath your feet. As you all start to depart from the place you have known as the village of Barovia. Irina and Ismark trailing in the middle, occasionally making idle chit-chat and conversation with you all. Irina pipes up. So, where are you all from? You're certainly not from here.
Well. Why don't you start, Archie?
Sure. I was raised in Suzail in Cormir.
I have no
Beautiful
idea what
place.
that is.
Oh goodness. Faerun?
I have no clue where that is.
Ah, well, far away from here. And it's a beautiful sight. Waving banners on tall castle peaks. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah, perhaps when all this matter is settled with everything here, maybe one day we make a trip to this fair room.
Oh, if I could show all of you the citadel of the purple dragons, it would be quite a sight. We had the full forces here. I doubt even this Lady Strahd would be a problem. Unfortunately, we've just got the and he'll do with one hand up, 1, 2, 3. He'll actively count 6 of us. So we'll have to do.
What happened to the other 5 of you? It's just you alone currently, or are these the other members? And she gestures back to the rest of the party.
Archie will just get a frustrated look on his face and just sort of turn back and continue marching and not really answer.
I get the sense that I have said something wrong to our red friend.
Dude just kind of gives her like the hand wiggle, like maybe, kind of.
You all continue walking. Phaedra, are you looking around for anything you can stick in your herbalism kit to help out? And there's nothing usable here. It is either dead or looks off. It doesn't look quite how it's supposed to. The grass is an off shade of green. The plants aren't quite the right color. It's all stuff that makes you uneasy and a bit hesitant to put in a kit to use for healing people.
Hmm.
But you continue.
Yeah.
You reach this nice, long, winding river that cuts through the valley. It flows as clear as the blue winter sky, pristine and beautiful. It's about 50 feet wide. You see a large, arching stone bridge span the river just in front of you, leading off down the road a little bit more.
Wait, hold on. And dude's gonna quickly like shuffle off to the side of the bridge, peek underneath the bridge. Gotta watch for trolls.
Make a perception check.
You know, where we're from, we had bridges under trolls under bridges all the time.
Bridges under
know.
trolls.
Well,
That's pretty.
you know, I mean, technically that would mean they're living on top of the bridge, but that's not the point. Anyways,
So you look under the bridge, and two eyes look back at you. On one of the river stones, little eyes peek open and squint at you before it shuts and looks like a stone again.
I'm just gonna stop. Hey Archie, what's it mean when if a stone has eyes?
Probably not a stone, my friend. Why do you ask?
Oh, because there's a stone that has eyes.
Archie will stop. Slow turn back towards him.
That one right there, the one that's like not too big, not too small, but you can like look, you can see like the little eye cavity dimples on it.
He will hold the top half of his banner up near the actual banner part of it, and lightly take like the wood end of his pike and just tick tick tap it slightly.
You tap it. Your stick sticks to it a little bit. Almost like an adhesive, but it doesn't move.
I don't think rocks are supposed to be sticky. That's
Does
unfortunate.
this remind me of that fuck ass mimic that we encountered?
It does remind you of that fuck-ass mimic you encountered.
Cool.
But, it's a tiny
I'm
stone under the
blasting
bridge.
it.
You blasted it? Go ahead and blast it.
I'm gonna blast it. If not to like scare it away.
Whoa! Hold on, whoa!
Ted, it crashes into the ground next to it, but you don't see it move. It just stays still. And
Phaedra,
it's not a big
Phaedra,
rock. It's like maybe a fist-sized rock.
what are you doing?
It's a mimic.
Yeah, but it's like
Oh,
that big.
Yes, and it'll still take advantage of you if you don't notice it.
This is
No, we
like
could
under the
probably
bridge, but
just,
we're
like-
not on it yet, right?
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
like
my bad.
underneath the bridge near the water, and Neesmark pops up. We could just leave it alone.
Or hold on. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take out I'm gonna go into the backpack because I definitely know what's inside my backpack and start and I'm gonna pull out a blanket and like fold it up so it's like a decent size still, like probably like 3 feet by 3 feet square. Let's capture it.
Capture it.
Yeah.
Why
Why?
would we do that?
It's kind of cute.
I'm not feeding it.
Fine, I'll feed it. Come on to my rations.
You know they're man-eaters. They will
Yeah?
eat you if it gets the chance.
And so are wolves and bears and eagles, but guess what? People tame them all the time. This is a baby mimic. Look how small it is.
That's not. Those are animals. Those are beasts.
Yeah,
This is.
this thing has 2 eyes and a mouth. Kind of slimy. Still an animal. Kind of fucked up transforming animal, but an animal.
Archie's
Listen, I'm-
gonna kneel down and look at the bridge ahead of them. Are there any little pebbles or rocks like sitting along the bridge?
No,
Oh, thank God.
it just seems like
Listen.
this is a small rock that's down by the edge of the water.
Listen. It's probably
We're
hungry
not
out here
eating
by itself. We don't have to take it. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna carefully. I'm gonna take out my warhammer. Sorry, my mace, and do the same thing and just like tap rocks that I think look suspicious as I'm approaching it, with a mace in one hand and a blanket in the other.
No other
My
rocks
God.
stand out to you. As you're
All
looking
right, little
down, though,
buddy.
dude, you can't tell which fucking rock it is anymore.
Wait, which one was it?
I'm not helping you if you get your hand stuck.
You know what? I'm gonna look closely. Can I make another perception check?
You may.
21.
It's that brownish gray one that's a little too round at the water's edge.
Aha! You look too much like a perfectly round rock. And I'm gonna take the blanket and kind of like reach down and wrap it in the blanket.
You reach down and you wrap it in the blanket, and it doesn't move.
Does it feel sticky like Archie described?
Yeah.
Perfect.
As
I'm
the
gonna
blanket
wrap.
pretty much sticks to it.
All right, then as I wrap it up, I'm gonna slowly unfold it like I'm cradling a little rock baby in my arms in a swaddle cloth,
You are now swaddling a rock.
and I'm gonna
Great.
take out a little piece of dried meat and like touch between where I saw the eyes.
Dude,
As
could
you
we
do,
keep
the
walking,
teeniest
please?
mouth opens and swallows the meat.
There we go. I'm gonna wrap it back up. I'm officially a father now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. What? It'll come in handy. Worst case, we
Yeah.
have a job.
Could we please continue moving before we get stuck talking to a rock pet that you now have for the next eternity?
I wrap it back up carefully. It looks like I'm now just carrying a swaddle cloth around with me.
If it eats you, I am not helping.
It won't eat me.
It'll probably eat you. Don't worry. I'll help.
I
later.
just slow pan over to Phaedra.
She just has this like look of disgust.
Listen, I know what a starving animal looks like, all right? It'll only eat me if it gets hungry. I just make sure it's not hungry. Isn't that right, little guy? And I pet the blanket.
The rock remains motionless.
See, he agrees. And we continue on our way with our new pet rock.
Your new pet rock.
You guys continue down the road. When you're about here, you guys, Phaedra, with your passive perception height, if you notice a small bit of glinting light in a knothole in one of the trees.
I will go check it out.
You go to check it out, and you see tucked away in this knot in the tree a small ring.
Oh. Any inscriptions on the ring before I pick it up or touch it?
You see something inscribed on the inside. What languages do you speak?
I speak Elvish, Common, Giant, and Druidic.
You do not know the language that's on here. That's a short little inscription,
Okay.
little platinum band.
I will grab it.
Right, you pluck the ring from this little spot in the tree. You can add 1 platinum ring worth 100 gold into your inventory. By the size of the band, you can see probably a man's ring.
Hmm. What language does it look like?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
History. Not great.
5.
5.
You're sure you've seen it before somewhere, but you can't really put your finger on where.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, wait, for history, I think I get to add my wisdom?
I believe it is adding the wisdom, is it? If not,
Oh,
it's still under a 10.
Yeah, that's so fair. Okay. Well, I will just pocket it for now.
Alrighty. Anything you guys would like to do or talk about as you all are continuing down the road?
I will say that Dew is completely just focused on keeping an eye on the road and then turns his attention to his new baby every once in a while.
The baby remains motionless in your arms, as
What a
a rock
perfect
is
child.
wont to do.
Archie seems incredibly like he seemed around Barovia. He's a little more, jovially marching in a military cadence, but ever since we've crossed the bridge, he is daggered eyes, looking around at tree lines, looking around as we're walking on the path. He seems very, very on edge.
Darian and Phaedra?
Um, sort of keeping an eye out for any crawlies in the woods.
Any crawlies in the woods? Gotcha. So you guys are just continuing to keep eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You continue down the road relatively unbothered and unassailed. It seems to wind through the trees, which echo with eerie silence, occasionally broken by the cawing of ravens or every once in a while a soft growling sound, but it doesn't get close to the road. You continue until eventually you reach what seems to be a crossroads, though one of the paths is very well maintained and one is not. As you guys walk up to this crossroads, you see an old wooden gallows that creaks with a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beams, and a well-worn road slits at the base of it. A signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia to the east, the Sayre Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft and to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to the upward slope. And across from the gallows, you see a low wall crumbling in places, partially enclosing a small plot of graves surrounded by a low-laying fog.
Hey, hey, you two. What's up with that? Who are they hanging there?
You see, Ismark looks up at it. That is, occasionally when you get bandits that walk in the area, lawbreakers, or, general assholes, they tend to get strung up. That or, anybody Lady Strahd likes to make an example of.
Oh. Well, you ain't gonna be seeing me up there.
I would hope not. I hope all of you, my good friends, live a good long time and, help us with our, problem.
You too, Ismark. You too. We're gonna live forever.
Or die
But, like-
trying, yes?
Or, like, naturally, not like forever like a vampire would, but normally.
Yes, I would not
Live-
want to live forever. That sounds like a terrible time. You'd get bored. You run out of books to read. You run out of shows to see. Like there's no plays. Eventually, you've tasted all the wine. What good is forever?
It's got Dew in deep thought as he's running. You can now see he's like cradling a little bit the swaddle cloth.
Can I have everybody roll me a d20, please?
Oh
God.
god.
Ooh. Okay, nice spread. Alrighty. Is there any where are we going? We're going I think you guys had pathed up this way, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Are you doing anything else at the gallows here before you leave?
Taking a glance over at the gallows, does anything stand out, or is it just gallows and crumbled walls right now?
Gallows and crumbled walls.
Yeah. Nah. Let's not get off the path. So Dude does not make any recommendations any other way. He just kind of does the two-finger point off to towards the north.
Alrighty. You
Do
all-
the siblings seem like uh wary about one way or the other?
No. They seem to have no particular say about which way they go.
Yeah. Well, I say we take the more maintained road. Should be safer.
As you all
Sounds
are
good to me.
heading up this more maintained road, Archie, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows.
He'll look back over his shoulder.
Where there was nothing before, you now see a lifeless body hanging from the gallows. A ice cold breeze goes across the back of your neck as you look back, as the hanged figure turns slowly, and it fixes its dead eyes upon you. You see yourself.
He will immediately, as he's at the front of the pack, stop and do a 180 turn and lower his pike, trying not to hit Dew as he aims it at it.
Do we see what he's seeing?
You all see a unfamiliar corpse of a man. It looks and it smells awful.
That wasn't there before.
No.
I do not know what devilry this is, but I don't like it. Why wait till we pass?
You see both Irene and Ismark kind of draw a little bit closer together, each gripping for their respective weapons. Ismark putting a hand on his long sword, and Irina holding onto the rapier.
How far are we from this, like, body swinging from the gallows?
Maybe 10 feet.
Huh.
Mm,
Sure.
and it doesn't pick up a pebble and throw it at it? Is it like it's not an illusion or anything? It's a real.
You throw the pebble at it, it bounces off the body.
All right, cool, great. Yep, there's a body there that wasn't there seconds ago. Bad feeling, get it. Why are we all grabbing our weapons? Let's, thumbs over his shoulder in a really sharp motion. Let's keep going.
Agreed.
Wait, you agree with me?
We don't need to waste time dealing with whatever it is.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, common sense, guys. It's a trap, obviously. Look at it. Super big trap. It
Irina
stings.
pipes up
Obvious.
quietly. I think it is just more of that devil woman's magic.
Could also be that. Regardless, it will not aid us if we spend more time on the road than necessary.
Do keep watching the tree line. I'll keep watching the path ahead. Let's keep moving. And Archie will
will-
turn around.
I will watch the body for you, make
Um,
sure it does not move.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of prepare to blast anything that moves
I take my
as we're
Sorry.
backing up.
I'm gonna take my swaddle cloth, tie up the two ends, wrap it around my body, and then tie it over my shoulder like a satchel, so that way my my mimic is close and secure. And I'm gonna just grab the holy symbol around my neck and pull it off and have it at the ready in my left hand. Yep. Watching the tree line, like Archie told me.
Archie will start marching ahead.
Alrighty.
Let's get out of here as soon as possible.
You all continue to march ahead, and just down the road, about 100 or so feet, you see a downed, rotted tree across the path, and a single man, hood over his head, just leaning up against the wood. Arms crossed, seemingly just looking around, foot tapping on the ground impatiently. Seems like he's waiting for somebody.
Archie will stick up an arm and a fist and just sort of point forwards and look back at everyone.
Why don't I bring you all over to the map so you
What
can
are we doing?
see?
So dude leans forward as you put your fist up and stuff. What are we doing?
Where is this man in like how far is he?
We're on a
looking
map.
at us? Oh wait. Oh, we are.
Yep, I have pulled you all over to the map so you can see how far he is ahead of you guys. About 120 feet from the front.
Okay. Looking at his like clothing, his getup, is he what kind of dude is he?
He looks kind of similar to the
What's he-
villagers you met back in the village of Barovia. Kind of tattered clothing that's not really well maintained. Hair's a little bit longer, looks greasy, kind of spilling out from underneath the hood and cloak. You see kind of a rusty-looking sword on his hip. He just keeps doing that
Okay.
tapping of the foot and nervously looking left and right.
Archie will. Let's see what Archie does. I'll consider that a fail. Archie will just sort of like look back over his shoulder. No, dude, what do you think? I can't really. I don't know. It could just be a guy waiting for something.
As you look over your shoulder and say that to dude goes, leans over his shoulder. Hey, Arena, you know this guy?
No, why would I know this man?
I don't know. You said people were messing with your home.
No, a lot of
Thought
people
maybe
mess
you
with
know.
my home. A lot of people also live in Barovia.
All right, now Arena, ask Arena.
Darina, do you know this man? He has become a mute.
Hmm.
I think the sight of the corpse may have stolen his voice. He is too
I
small.
thought it was funny.
No, just why would I recognize someone on the road?
I'm gonna look to the left and to the right in the surrounding area. Does there seem to be a lot of cover and foliage here?
Yeah, there's a lot of trees and bushes around this area.
Can I make an insight check with my background? And you know why?
Yeah.
15.
15.
Is this
He-
an ambush?
He definitely seems nervous, but there's an oddness to it that you pick up because of your background, Theo, where this guy seems to be waiting for somebody, but even though he's nervous, his hand's not on his sword. He's not expecting an attack, even though he is looking around like he's expecting one.
All right, the guy's just nervous as hell. He's probably waiting for somebody. Definitely not us. We're probably just freaking him the hell out. And might be an ambush. 50-50 at this point.
Anyone who assaults this banner is an idiot, so I say we keep marching.
So look, yeah, see those trees over there? That's where I'd set up. Or those rocks over there. That dead tree over. Then do stop some stuff after thinking about saying the third hiding place. A lot of places.
Archie's just
Didn't
gonna
think there was
keep marching forward.
Alrighty, feel free to move about as you like. As you get close to the little bit of a stream, it's not really like a full stream, more just like this is where water is collecting from all of the mist and the fog and everything, and it's just naturally
Tiny
pooling.
crick.
Yeah, going down towards the pools. You see the man look
gonna
up at you and just kind of
let
shrink back in his
Archie
clothes a
in.
little bit.
So
I'll wait for everyone to catch up.
I was gonna say Rena should probably hang back just in case. And I'll let Archie and Doe approach them.
I'll look back, and if that seems to be the vibe, I'll cross.
Just in case it is an ambush.
Do whispers. If things go to shit, don't worry. I got you.
Gives a smile and a slight bearded smile, and nod. Trudge through the water with his metal boots.
You kick up a little
Banner
bit of
held
water
high
and
the entire time.
splashes. The man raises his head at you. Oh, hello there, traveler. You guys come along the roads to get to the north, yes?
Yes. Just passing through.
Well, good luck. These roads are quite dangerous. Lots of, and he kind of does that inward, like, inhale, snort, and spits off to the side. Lots of, wolves and bandits and the like.
Wolves and bandits are the worst things in these woods. I assure you we can deal with that kind of thing. Have in the past.
Oh, you can. What kind of fights have you gotten into, yes? A big strong man.
Trust me. There's been blood spilt under this banner that'd make your skin boil. Or is it
Yes.
crawl? I don't think it's boil. I think boil would imply fiend or something. Anyways,
Phaedra, with your passive perception, you
Mhm.
notice a guy right over here, hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, figures. Can I put out an arm to Irina and Izmik to just like not let them cross the river?
Yeah, you want him to kind of like hang back here.
Yeah. And I'm gonna like tap Darian and sort of like head jerk towards that bush over there.
Darian will cross the river, but at the same time get his crossbow ready. And immediately once I am on the other side of the river, I'm going to point my heavy crossbow directly at the bush.
You see the man in the bush kind of flinches and then retreats into the bush further.
I'm shooting at the bush.
Okay.
well, so much for negotiations.
Darian,
someone wants to
because you are
run away
attacking,
from the
you'll
bush.
get the surprise round, and then we'll go into full initiative.
Okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
If someone is running away when they have a weapon pointed at them, they're going to get shot.
You're pointing a weapon at them,
We're
bro.
pointing a weapon at him.
That
He's
is
gonna
their
get
fault.
shot.
They
You
could
know
have
it's
just
not you pointing
they
the
could
weapon.
have literally just raised their hands and been like, "Hey, yo, I'm in this bush."
Oh my god, bro. Oh no, they didn't react
They ran
exactly how
away,
you wanted
thusly
them
they're
to.
bad.
Fucking Darian.
Oh my gosh.
How
Look 'em
could
up.
they? No.
Go ahead and roll your initiatives.
All right, guys. Well, hey, you know, we take these.
I'll say for the purposes of stealth, this man is no longer stealth as he is
Hey,
attempting to hide in the bush and has been found.
hey, Darian, can we swap initiatives, please? As I'm gonna use my alert feat to swap initiative with Darian.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So let me. Can you go ahead and put each of your initiatives in the chat? Can you go and type them out for me real quick so when I change one, I don't lose the other?
Yes.
Darren is 414, and then Duke, can you go ahead and write yours out, please? Thank you. So Darian is now 11.1. And the is now 4.14. There we go. You guys are in the initiative now. Everything looks good for you guys?
Bitchin'.
Actually, I think my initiative is too high. The bonus says +5 for some reason. So that should have been
Does
a
an
little bit
alert
low.
give you a plus to your initiative?
When you roll
Yeah.
initiative, you add your proficiency bonus to the roll.
Yeah, but my dex is 0.
Oh.
It might be giving you old alert bonus.
Old alert
Yeah.
is 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
Old
gonna
Alert is 5.
deactivate that and then just add manually the proficiency bonus. So it would have been 3 less down to 8.1.
Okay. So I will fix you to 8.1, Darian.
Okay.
Oh, technically 6.14, but
Oh my god, bro.
my bad.
Nerd.
I'm also checking to make sure you don't have anything else that like would have made your stuff.
Yeah, it was
dwarf.
using old alert. I fixed the macro.
Mm. We love the alert feats getting all messed up.
Yeah.
That'll probably be
Oh,
with most of the
messy.
feats. Can't wait for it.
Anyway, so, Darren, because you are surprising this man, I'll let you make that attack with advantage.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll again.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Ooh.
All right, let me change the music and then we'll get into this.
I was gonna say, man, this is one moody ass combat. Holy.
Whoa.
There we go. So, Darian, you quickly pull up your crossbow, not even giving this man a second to think, and fire off. And it buries itself right in his fucking shoulder as he lets out a very loud yelp.
He's also pushed 10 feet.
Go ahead, apply the damage, and 10 feet back. At the same time as you attack this guy, you hear a raven caw and flutter off next to you guys. We'll get
Do
to
I
what that
see
means in
where
a
the
second.
raven is?
You see it's just flying up into the skies. Might have been, seems like it got startled.
Yeah, but these ravens have been watching us.
There's a lot of ravens here.
There's a lot
I-
of
A lot of
Speaking of
fucking
ravens, I did
ravens.
have Niku, which was here.
Oh yeah,
That
you
is,
do
should
have
be
your,
nearby.
your little
Uh,
bird, your ugly dead bird.
Okay, don't call him ugly. That's
Okay, that's
Ugly
uncalled
ass
for.
dead
that's
bird.
uncalled for. You made him undead.
No, this world made him undead. There, he's next to you now.
It's by proxy, you.
I don't trust these fuck ass ravens around
You
here.
should always trust the birds.
I don't trust the fucking birds.
You and birds don't go well together. I'm just saying that right now.
There is nothing wrong with me and birds.
That's an absolute lie, and you know that, but we don't need to get to that.
I think you're just bird racist.
That's not even true!
He's bird racist. Anyway, we're beginning combat. Archie, you are up first.
He doesn't even turn around. He hears the crossbow thunk into this dude over here, and hears him stumble out of a tree and just a wide smile across his face. Ambush. Ah, man, you aren't smart. And he will take the pike that his banner is attached to, sort of thwip it over in this direction, and then sort of do like a little hop and swing it to his side, and try and basically do a fucking uppercut with this entire ass thing, banner flying around.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You swing, and unfortunately, you speaking and commenting about an ambush gave him just enough time to react as he backs up and gets out of the way, as the pointy end of the pike would have clipped his chin, and he just pulls back.
Then he will stick the pike into the ground next to him and just sort of hold it there and just stare him down with a smile and turn.
Alrighty, Irina's turn. She's gonna pull out her rapier and hold an action for if anything gets close to her or her brother. The bandit in front of you doesn't like that you tried to stab him with your pike, so he's gonna run forward and take a swing at you with his scimitar. With an 8, he goes wide. It seems like he's not the most skilled with the sword. This seems to be more an act of desperation than somebody who is actively skilled with a blade.
Yeah, Archie straight just steps to the side and keeps smiling at the dude.
Ismark, the same thing as Irina, pulls out his blade and holds his action for if anybody comes close to Irina. Darian, it is your turn.
Fun fact: the bird has to roll initiative.
Would you like the bird to be on your initiative?
If that could be so
We will do
possible,
that
I
for
would
my
appreciate
sanity.
that. Cool. Well, since it's on my initiative, are you saying on my initiative or after my initiative?
It can be on your initiative.
Cool. I'm gonna have Niku try to find out where that raven went.
Alright, so you send
Since
him
it can't.
up in the air.
Yes. So he's gonna go up in the air and he's gonna try to perceive where the raven went.
Go ahead
Since
and
he can't
perception
attack.
check from your raven.
Where bird at? 8.
Where bird at? 8. He hears cawing off in the distance, but it seems like the raven may have taken off and then dove into some of the nearby low-laying clouds.
Okay. He's still going to be chasing after it as he goes up into the air. However, I don't like that the man in the bushes is alive still. So crank back ye old bolt and thump another arrow into him.
Later, Bozo.
Sayonara. That is a 20.
20. Yeah,
Plus
you
the push
hit,
broke it set flying.
and this man, the bolt flies through, hits him in the head, like dead center of the forehead, and his body tumbles off over that low-laying bit of cliff there, and you hear the thud of his body hitting the ground.
Darian starts pulling out another crossbow bolt. Just keep them on that side of the creek. As he then backs up a little bit. End of my turn.
Alrighty, end of your turn. Where is he at? There he is. Hopping out from the bushes over here. There is a bandit. He's gonna go help his friend. He's gonna swing at you. Oh my god, can you? I'm gonna show you guys this, because it's fucking dumb.
Nah, hit it, show me. Straight up without
nerd.
looking, step
Oh
to the
my
side
God.
again.
Advantage. 2 down.
What a fucking nerd.
Look, I'm aura farming. They can't hit me. It's
You're
how it
aura
goes.
farming. He runs up, and you can see that there's a little bit of fear in his step as he runs at you, and his heart's not really in it as he swings, and he seems a little bit intimidated by this red, weird individual wielding a giant pike with a banner. Phaedra, it is your turn.
Yeah, not a fan of bandits. I'm gonna use one use of my star map as I pull some radiant energy from my scroll, and I will cast my free guiding bolt at the backside of the man who is running up on my boy Archie.
Guiding bolt his bitch ass.
All right, guiding bolt. Let's not have a classic guiding bolt moment here, please. I'm
Please do
begging
another
you.
natural one, it'd be very funny.
Let's go.
Oh.
Guiding bolt
Oh.
actually hits.
3.
Crazy.
You fucking... Tell me how you eviscerate this man in a single guiding bolt.
Phaedra, after everything she's been through, she is not playing games. She gathers up this, like, radiant orb at the tip of her spear, and it just goes straight as an arrow, and it hits this man's backside, and it basically just burns him from the inside out.
Fucking beautiful. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I will protect the siblings.
Alrighty. Dude, it's your turn. You just watched Phaedra, absolutely fucking demolish a man.
That's absolutely crazy. He's gonna be following up that bolt of light as he. Is that rough terrain across the water?
No, it's,
Or is
it's
it
shallow
shallow
enough
enough?
that you can get across pretty easy.
As he does so, he reaches into the collar of his chainmail and grabs onto that holy symbol. And you two hear him whispering, "My sins are my own, but their life is theirs. Watch over them, like you watch over me." And I'm gonna cast Bless on all three of you.
Woohoo!
So
Blaze.
y'all get to add a D4 onto all your attack rolls and saving throws. Ka-chow! And that's my turn.
Get blessed. I don't have a macro for bless, so please remember to add bless for you guys.
Copy. Copy.
Do, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is. But De is gonna make sure to keep his eyes towards the back because these ambushes, hitting the rear is always the first thing people want to do. So he immediately turns his head back and watches behind Irina and Ismark.
Alrighty. Coming out from the other bushes. 2 more bandits. Just gonna have them go at the same time. Let's see. Can this guy even make it over to you? He can.
Oh my god.
They're gonna swarm you, Archie. Because you're the biggest threat in their eyes currently. They're ignoring the man that just got fucking a beam blasted through his head. They don't want to think about that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Show me the
my
roll.
God.
Please show me the rolls. My reaction is in the memes. I'm aura farming.
3 nat ones? Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Maybe the other guy can fucking hit. Okay, one of them fucking hits you. One of them
Yeah.
hits you with a 21.
21 hits.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Hit me with it.
2 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god, how
Wow.
will you live?
As you're aura farming too hard, you don't notice the shorter guy coming up and bringing the scimitar up and slashing towards your hip there, and it barely grazes you, finding a little bit of a gap in the armor on you. You gotta stop aura farming, man. That's not okay.
Nah, don't worry about it.
And you know, dude, you're a pretty smart man.
Hmm.
And Phaedra, you have exceptional hearing. There's another caw off in the distance from the raven. As you hear snarling, snapping, and growling from behind you guys in the tree line.
Yeah, I know it. Behind you.
As 6 wolves appear.
I'm gonna whip around and try to get the siblings' attention that there's something behind us.
And because it's a large group of wolves, I am just gonna roll 1 initiative for them and resolve them all at the same time. Sound good?
Cool.
Sounds good.
And then they are going to finish their movement. As they... Oh, if I could fucking select all of them. Eh. As they all start running in. Phaedra, you notice their attention is set on Irina.
Yeah.
Archie, it is your turn.
Okay. Archie will, both hands in front of him, plant the banner into the ground. And he will draw his long sword.
Oh shit, he got the sword out.
The smile on his face wipes and vanishes right off.
Uh-oh.
He will first swing at the one that is behind him that actually hit him.
Alrighty, swing on him. A
Damn, a
6.
6.
Misses. You go to pull out your longsword and you go to swing on him, and him being a fair bit shorter than the other two kind of catches you off guard, and your blade goes just over his head.
All right.
Would a 10 make it if he rolls a d4 on the bless?
It
Oh,
would not.
yeah, I should do bless.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm also factoring in other things, but yeah. I will also action surge.
Hell yeah!
Surge on him.
And as he swings down and misses, he sort of swings the blade around, grabs with both like chainmailed hands onto the blade, and is gonna smack him with the hilt. Damn, a 5. I can't roll for shit.
Another 5. At this point, you hear the howling behind you and it catches your attention, and you hold your blade, and as you go to swing, your eyes lock with all the wolves coming in behind you. And it makes you pause for that crucial second.
Don't have time for you, idiots. Get the hell out of my way. And turn.
And turn. It is Irina's turn. She is going to kind of back up a little bit, seeing the wolves coming in behind her. And seeing that there's no really, like, good and clear way, is just kind of centering herself between all of you. And she's gonna, again, hold her turn and be ready for anything coming towards her.
Here they come.
It is the wolves' turn. But you guys are in their way first. Let's see. How many wolves can I get around you guys?
Yeah.
That's
As the
kinda
wolves,
half action, right?
Huh?
as the wolves get closer, do they look healthy or do they look twisted and undead like most things here?
They look a little bit mangy, and they look a little more rabid than most normal wolves in the area.
All right. Not
Ismark
undead.
was
Love
holding
it.
an action, so he is going to swing with his longsword, and he's going to swing twice.
Ooh.
I swear to God, if I roll another fucking nat 1 tonight, I'm going to lose my shit. No, no, no. Look at this. Look at this fucking shit.
Dude, my god.
He's trying his best.
He's trying so hard.
He swings.
He's
but
Ismark. He's the greatest.
The sheer amount of wolves that come out of the fucking woodworks and surround him scare him a little bit. And as he brings the blade down to hit the wolf, it catches the sword in its jaws.
Oh my god, these wolves got moves.
And these wolves got moves. They also all get attacks at advantage on you guys.
Pack tactics.
Pack tactics. So they are 6 attacks.
I'm gonna use Spiny Shield.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that
Ooh.
now. So I think it reduces the damage you are dealt by 2d4. Go ahead and roll that for me real quick. Alrighty.
Oof.
So if any of these hit you,
Oh wait, fuck, that was 2.
it's okay, I'll delete the
2d4s.
second one.
Yeah. So,
Because I did want to check. Until your next turn. Okay, so this will be for any attacks that hit you. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see if the first one gets you. So, first attack, 3 are coming to you, 3 are coming to Ismark. First one is a 19 to hit. I believe your AC is
hits.
16.
16.
Okay. So I need you to make me a strength saving throw. Actually, make me 2 of them, because 2 of the 3 attacks hit you. Alright. The first one you succeed, the second one you are now knocked prone. Go ahead and apply that real quick. So, first one you take 9 points of damage, reduced by 3, so you only take 6. And I believe that reflects the damage back to them, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
3.
3 damage for each attack, basically.
3 damage for each attack. Second one with a 15 barely misses you. The first one kind of bites you on your leg and pulls you forward, and it shifts you just slightly, so the second wolf, where its teeth were going to snap around your arm, just only catches air. But the third one comes in and bites your other leg with a 23. That one gives you 6 more points of piercing damage, reduced by 3. And then he also takes the 3 points of damage. As you are knocked prone. Now, Ismark, let's see which ones hit him. Unfortunately, all 3 hit Ismark.
Eesh.
We make some strength saving throws for Ismark. He is also knocked prone.
Ismark,
Oof.
no!
As Ismark takes 10 points of damage, 6 points of damage, and 9 more points of damage. As
Yee.
he lets out a pained scream as these wolves start to bite into his sides and into his arms.
How's he
And-
looking?
He's looking rough.
Okay.
I got him.
It is the bandit's turn, the one that is behind you over here. He's gonna take a swing on you.
Oh,
Oh my
add a
God, yes,
D4
yes.
to your saving throws, Phaedra. Forgot about that.
Oh yes, please do that.
Oh,
Less-
yes. Okay. I'll
So regardless,
just
she would make the
do
saving
the
throw, but not go down.
one, I think.
Yeah, just do one.
Because
Okay, so yeah, you make that one, so you
so-
are not prone.
Okay. Awesome.
Nice!
That's...
Oh.
Good shit, good shit.
'Cause
I'm
it's
so
a,
weird not
DC
having a
11,
macro, but hell yeah.
so-
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, this one hits you, Archie, for 6 points of slashing damage. A 21 to
Ow.
hit.
Jesus.
End of his turn. It is Ismark's turn. Ismark is going to stand himself back up, because he does not want to be prone around these fucking wolves. And he is going to... Yeah, he's going to swing. He doesn't know what else to do here. Phaedra, seeing him swing on these things, you get the sense in his eyes that this is his first taste of real combat, and not just
Ooh, okay.
practice. However, with a 13 points of damage against the one behind him, kills the first wolf, turns around, swings his blade again, pulling it out of the first wolf and swinging around, nearly killing the second wolf, embedding his longsword into its shoulder as it lets out a loud, painful yelp. Darian, it is your turn. You are seeing Ismark and Phaedra be surrounded by wolves.
Is this one dead or unconscious?
This one is dead. I don't know why it's marked as unconscious.
Okay, cool. Darian, sort of seeing that this is happening, instead of racking another bolt, throws the heavy crossbow onto his back and pulls out his rapier as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a very unassuming whetstone. As I use my bonus action to utilize my consecrated whetstone. So I'm turning my rapier into a magic weapons for the sake of combat. That's a +1 on my attack and my damage rolls. As I sharpen it and maneuver onto the other side of this wolf, and take a swing at it as I sort of rub the whetstone across the top of the blade, and the blade begins to light up a little bit with magical energy. So that's an attack at advantage because
yeah.
flanking.
Because flanking advantage.
Yes. So BAP at advantage.
Nat
That's a
20.
20 for natural 20.
Peaked.
How do you
for,
fucking destroy this wolf?
Pretty much. First off, is this an undead wolf? Yay, nay.
It doesn't look undead. It just looks mangy and kind of nasty.
Okay, so as the rapier is sort of consecrated with this magical energy, and I go in to swipe at this thing, it cuts through like butter, and just for the one small blade of the rapier, just slashes across this thing's side. As I don't vivisect it, but I make it a giant cut all the way from tip to stern.
God damn
As
it.
I maneuver to go to the other sides of the wolves to try to get their attention. Come on, you fucking wolves. Second time's a charm.
Alrighty. As you do that, Darian, you notice the fog around you guys getting darker and heavier.
I'm just going to point at Arena. Go help with the bandits now.
I'll say you guys are losing visibility beyond 40 feet of you at this point.
Cool. The Raven is going to go down to 20 feet and hover over Arena and follow her.
Alrighty.
That's the end of my turn. But I'm trying to goad the wolves into focusing on me.
Alrighty. Phaedra, it is your turn. You hear footsteps off in the distance. A single
Like-
set of footsteps.
Which
Walking-
distance?
Back the way the wolves came, though you can't see through the fog, they walk confidently and with a swagger. But you don't see what's over there. You just hear the faint clack, clack of shoes against the stones. Didn't mean to do that.
Just sort of shouting out to everyone. Incoming. We should leave as soon as we can. And I'm going to bonus action use my starry form.
Use that
And I
starry
would-
form.
I'm starry forming. And I'm gonna be archer.
Alrighty. Describe how your starry form looks, because I don't think we've seen that yet.
Yeah, basically I plant my staff in front of me and I almost draw a circle around myself, and this circle lights up with a silvery light, and my body will begin to glow with these silver and gold motes, and above my head will be the constellation of an archer.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and click your starry form for its use.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. And then I think when you activate it, you get a use of the archer stuff, so...
Yeah, I'm going to target the wolf that's down here.
Alrighty.
I gotta be that guy. It'll be a
24.
disadvantage because you are within melee range.
No, not with that wolf. He's 10 feet from me.
It's
But
'cause
you
you're
are
within melee
within
range of
melee.
other creatures, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is I
Yeah,
didn't
for
go.
for range stuff, if you are within 5 feet of an enemy, any enemy,
I gotta be fair. I'm
it does
sorry.
a disadvantage on you.
I did not know that. Okay.
That's
But don't
why
worry,
I
Um,
can't remember the name of the feat. There's a different feat that like like crossbow expert the feat, right? Gets
Yeah,
rid
it
of that,
removes
for
that.
crossbows.
I thought it
that's why
was
that's a
just when
crazy
you're
feat.
making an attack against a creature that's 5 feet from you.
No, it's
Uh,
range and spell stuff specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, if a creature is within 5 feet of you and you're making a ranged attack, is specifically what it says.
That's fine. Does a 10 hit?
A
Add a
10
D4.
does not.
Add a D4.
Add your D4. Let's see. 11
Does
misses.
an 11 hit?
Damn it!
That
I'm
wolf
sorry,
that's got a bite
Rachel.
on your leg just kind of jerks its head, and it shakes your arm, and the bolt goes wide. However, that was just your
Okay.
bonus action, so you still got an action.
Yeah, for my action, I'm not fucking around no more. I am putting down a moonbeam.
Woo!
Moonbeam!
Moonbeam!
Alright, I believe it's con saves for the wolves. Oh, I didn't mean to move the wolf. When the cylinder appears, each creature in must make a con saving throw. Okay, let's con saving throw these fucking wolves. DC 13. The bottom one closest to you makes it. The one up top does not. How much damage for Moonbeam? It is...
14 on a fail and half on a success.
Okay.
Nice.
So, let me apply that one to the top one. The top one is fucking eviscerated. This beam of radiant light comes down and crashes on it and seems to almost burn it away. as the lower one takes half and it lets out a very sharp yelp.
That's it for now.
Alrighty. Dude, you see that fog coming in and getting really heavy around you guys. It's starting to obscure your vision. But you hear those heels clacking off in the distance on the stones. And you remember
Do they
those.
sound... Okay. I'm just gonna... You see that he reaches into one of his ratty pockets and grabs a handful of glass. But then as he does so, he pauses, he looks at Irina, and just goes, run. Just keep running. Go. And I'm gonna throw a handful of glass at her, which then explodes outwards. And then... Never mind, I need a flask of holy water, which I do not have. But I am gonna cast a different
flask
spell.
of holy water. You're a fucking priest. You can have one.
Alright, I'll deduct the 25 gold pieces to cast a spell. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright. You know what? A pocket full of... Well, I reach into my pocket and pull out a flask of holy water that I made earlier as it explodes out. And I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on her. Sadly, the Bless is gonna drop. But Irina's gonna get Protection from Good and Evil. Well, Ismark, I'm gonna reach my hand up to him and go with your sister! And I'm going to use one of my channel divinities to Divine Spark him. And with the Divine Spark, I'm gonna roll a D8, add a 3, and give Ismark 6 points of healing. As I, with my right hand...
2 actions. Because Channel Divinity's Divine Spark is a magic action.
You are absolutely correct. Sanctuary is a bonus action. Damn it!
Don't worry, I got it.
You are good.
I'm gonna start banneretting, don't worry.
Don't worry. Alright. You know what? No, Irina's getting the Protection from Good and Evil, and I told her, run, keep going, and don't stop.
Alrighty, you all are telling her to fucking run.
And I'm gonna back off as well, because I am fucking terrified of that noise.
Yeah, the clack of those heels against the ground makes your blood run cold.
Yeah.
You don't have the frightened condition, but you feel a fear so deep in your bones.
Yes. He does not want to go back into that bloody prison. He is running. So that's my 30 feet of movement, action to cast a spell, and I have no bonus action I like to use right now. And that is my turn.
It is the 2 bandits' turns. The short one, he sees that you're doing, he can't really do much against you, Archie. So he's gonna turn and try and go fuck with the dude if you'd like to take a...
I have my longsword, he's reaving my reach, yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like to take a reaction attack against him.
My god, bro, that's another nat 1.
There's
oh my
so
god.
many nat 1s tonight. I'm glad it's not just me. I feel bad it's you as well, but I'm glad it's not just
Look,
me.
it's okay. I was aura farming. This is my penance.
You were aura farming. As this guy slips away from you and he starts to run at Dew, it catches you off guard that Dew is fucking hauling ass. And the guy just moves a little too quick. So he's gonna take a scimitar attack at you. Dew, I believe 11 does not hit.
An 11 does not hit as I throw my shield up and it scrapes off. And as I spin around, I yell out to Archie, Archie, she's here! We need to go! And you see he just turns tail and keeps going.
I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna scream. I swear to God. That's another fucking nat 1 from this
Jesus
goddamn
Christ, dude.
Aura
Go buy a
farming.
lottery ticket.
He
You're
keeps getting away with
aura farming
it.
too hard over there. Stop it. Stop aura farming.
I'm sorry.
Jack, stop mewing.
No,
Stop
I'm locked
viewing.
in.
You're not allowed to.
I'm a Cormyrean Knight. It's in the job description.
No, it's not. It's not. Stop it. At the end of the fucking useless bandits' turns, striding out from the fog.
Fuck.
Although
It's so over.
it's starting to, she's starting to come into view. You guys are too far away. You can only see about 40 feet in front of your face, but you guys hear that soft clack of the heels as this woman, tall, curvy, beautiful beyond compare. But most of you, if you saw her in a bar, you'd go, God damn. Dude, This visage sparks fear in you. You feel her presence over there as she continues to walk.
It's so over. Chat. Chat, are we cooked?
Getting just within line of sight for you. Oh, no, she wants to be a little closer. She wants Irina to see her. She walks forward, that lazy stride. This woman who stands about 5'10", with a body-tight black dress that clings to her body, huge fur around her shoulder that goes into a cloak that billows off to the back, making her shape appear much larger and more intimidating in the fog. The dress goes down to about the mid-calf, with long thigh-high boots underneath. A heavy ruby sits at the center of her chest and a pearl necklace around her neck. Her voluptuous, luminous hair just tumbles down one side as she affixes her glowing red eyes on the lot of you, and she just lets out this sultry giggle. She brings one hand just delicately under her chin, her extra long manicured nails at a fine point. And where does my little toy think she's going? Archie, it's your turn.
I was gonna say I watched the initiative jump. I'm like, no,
You
I'm doomed.
don't see this woman, but you hear that voice echo through the air.
As he's just sort of getting his ass handed to him because it is still a bunch of people. He will take his bonus action first, and Archie will slam his offhand into his chest, and we gonna pop one of these. D10 plus 3, 9 healing to me. And one other thing, Banneret, he'll shout out, "Rally to me! Hold back!" And he will rallying cry. 60 feet, see or hear you, so it still affects them. Gotta love Banneret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's only 2 of you that are injured. 3 HP.
Alrighty, so for all your injured allies, get back the 3 HP.
It's 3 within that are damaged. There's only 2 right now, so this time it'll be Phaedra and...
Ismar.
Sorry,
Ismark.
Ismar.
Alrighty. They have been rallied.
And he also yelled out, "Pull the fuck back, guys, holy shit." And now it's his actual turn. Just longsword attack at the dude behind him.
Carve your path forward, Archie.
God, bro!
Archie,
I've rolled 1s, 2s, and 3s the entire time.
it's because you're aura farming too hard that these guys can't hit you. The trade-off is that you can't hit them back.
Hey, this is okay. It's alright.
You go to swing your longsword against this guy, and that voice catches your ear, and... What is a woman doing out here?
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's no good.
Anything else for your turn?
He will just pull his blade up horizontal in a bit of a pose over his shoulder and turn.
Alrighty. It is Irina's turn. She's fucking booking it. She wants to be part of that.
Just as a reminder, she does have protection against good and evil, which means she can't be charmed, possessed, or frightened by all the creatures on the list.
Yeah, she might not be frightened, but she does feel fear. And
Yeah,
she is
just as
fucking
bad.
running. You see her brush past you in a mad sprint.
I kind of give her like that shoulder slap, like go, 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 keep going.
Alrighty, it is the wolf's turn. 3 bites. Phaedra, 16 to hit you.
16 just hits.
Alrighty, and I believe your spiny shield is only until your turn, so it is done now.
Yes.
So you take...
But yeah, I can do it again.
Would you like to do it again?
I would like to do it again.
Do it again.
By the way, is Moonbeam at the start of your turn, or when they start their turn?
Moonbeam is when they start their turn. I believe.
Or ends its turn there?
Well, Moonbeam is
when it enters the
when
spell's
it-
area for the first time or ends its turn there.
yeah.
So if it ends its turn there, it'll be taking damage.
Bitch.
Go ahead and cast your Spanish Shield.
Yeah.
And roll your 2d4. Five. Alrighty, so the wolf sinks its teeth into your ankle. 5 points of piercing damage. I need a strength saving throw.
Uh,
14, you are
14.
good.
Ooh.
As it tries to move out of the sphere of fuckery here, that gives both Darian and Easemark attacks of opportunity.
I will take it.
We don't have Bless right now, Archie.
Oh, he got. Oh, my
and
bad. Thank you.
8 to hit, which I'm guessing does
Alrighty.
not.
Your 7, your 8 misses, but Easemark's 14 does hit for 11 points of damage as this wolf tries to jump out of the way, and Easemark swings his longsword up, cutting it pretty much in half. As the other two wolves, seeing that Easemark is a bit of a fucking problem. Let's see. Alrighty. Phaedra, one more hit to you, and one more hit to Easemark. Phaedra, natural 20 to hit.
Fuck, really? Okay.
Yes. It
was
does
gonna
take
bounce
those 5
back
points
eventually.
back, so... The wolf is on death's fucking door. But it
Alright,
lunges
how
up
much
and latches its
damage?
jaws into your shoulder. I need a strength saving throw from you as you take 17 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Reduced
that's
by 5.
minus?
Reduced by 5, so
Okay.
12.
Okay.
So you are at 4
Um,
HP.
Ooh.
And you are knocked prone.
Okay, that's great. Love that. Love that for me.
As this wolf reaches
Uh,
up into your shoulder, takes a big old bite on you, and
Alright, hold
shoves
on.
you into the ground.
I'm gonna use my reroll to maintain concentration.
Go ahead and reroll.
And remember, we have the heroic. We got the heroic
Yep.
from
You
as
have
well.
heroic as well if you'd like to burn that as well.
I would really like to keep my concentration.
Alright, go ahead and
Pretty
roll again.
please.
Alright,
Okay.
you keep
Let's
it up.
fucking go, musician feet goaded.
Oh. Oh.
With your daily inspiration and your heroic inspiration burned. And then the other wolf bites into Easemark with a 22 to hit for 9 points of piercing damage. The bandit behind you, Archie, hears the voice of the woman in the fog and fucking runs.
Oh, thank God.
If you'd like to, you can take an attack of opportunity, but he is sprinting off into the fucking abyss.
I'll hold my reaction.
Alrighty. He is using the dash action to get the fuck out of dodge. It is Easemark's turn. He's gonna take a couple more swings with his longsword. My boy putting in fucking work over here. Easemark, you beautiful bastard.
Woo!
With a 19 to hit for 5 more points of damage, killing another wolf, and a 24 to hit on
Goated.
the other one for another 4 points of damage. He drives his
Goat.
longsword into the first, it drops down, and he lifts it back up and swings it, clipping the leg of the final wolf. And he's seeing Lady Strahd is also going to fucking run after his sister. So he will take a opportunity attack from the wolf. For a fucking 20. Jesus Christ, wolf, calm down. Let me see if he can actually make it over there, because he might be prone. He's fine. The natural fucking 20. He pushes through. That wolf bites onto his side, and he rips himself forward and runs. Dude, you can see him. He looks fucked up. He is covered in bite marks. He is bleeding profusely. But you see his eyes trained on his sister as he is just focused on protecting her.
Yep.
Darian, it is your turn. You hear a woman behind you.
Darian takes a little pouch of oil and puts a little mark over his chest.
This woman, to be
Ugh.
exact.
Yes. A big bulb.
Jesus Christ! Shut up! Not the time, Darian.
Edrak.
Well, not Darian. This is me. I will, however, bonus action, rushed incantation, cast consecrated armor to give myself 18 against undead. And I am pretty much going to swivel onto the other side and attack this wolf with my sword, with my rapier.
Your rapier.
With a rapier. For a 17 to hit for
That
7
hits.
damage.
And the wolf is dead.
Cool.
What did put? 0. Kill it. It's dead.
And I am sort of going to put my arm out to the left, sort of to motion for Phaedra to go back across the river, and point my rapier back at Big Lady. Stay back, you fucking witch.
Now, is that any way to talk to a lady?
You're not a lady. You're an abomination.
Oh, darling, you have no clue what I am.
What you should be is dead. And that's the end of my turn. As the Raven is following after good old Irina.
Alrighty. Phaedra, it is your turn. You are prone.
I'm not fucking with any of that.
Go.
I'm gonna get up
Alrighty, you are no longer prone, using half your movement to get up.
half my movement. I'm gonna go. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna go 15 feet this. Oop, this way. Magic action. Move my moonbeam over on top of the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, the
And-
unmatched might of the moon upon ye.
Moon be upon ye.
Moon be upon ye.
So I think you can move it up to 20 feet?
60 feet.
Hell yeah.
Actually.
Moon be upon ye. I'm just gonna move it forward so that way I can still click her token, but it's technically on top of her.
And then, bonus action, I Starlight Step 30 feet.
So 8. Let me double check. And I just gotta double check all her wonderful large stat block that she's got here.
Yes, her stat block is large and wonderful.
She
We're cooked.
succeeds. So she takes
What did you mean by this, bitch?
she takes half of the radiant damage.
So 4.
So 4.
We gotta go, bros.
You see the radiant light cascade down upon her, and a bit of a smirk crosses her lips. Oh, is that the best you can do? How cute.
We're fucked. We're so fucked.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I just shit my pants?
Free action.
Shitting your pants is a free action.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just nothing I can do, really.
Alrighty. Tactical headphones swap.
My fucking god, dude.
She's gonna use a legendary
We're so
action.
good. We're so
Oh.
good.
Oh no!
No.
Please, no.
We are level 3!
Goodbye,
know.
Darian.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
we gotta
It's
go. We
such
just
life.
gotta go.
Goodbye, Darian.
Goodbye, Darian.
As Darian, this woman just,
Diet.
as you blink, is suddenly standing next to you. That cocky smirk
Abomination.
across her lips. As she leans forward slightly. So are you all talk, or do you have a little bit of bite to you, little pup?
Bite your fucking toes off.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. Show me what you're made of. Dude, it is your turn. You see this woman.
Oh no, she's
You
she's
don't
aura
see, like, her
farming.
Yeah,
fully.
No.
You see
I
her
s-
silhouette. You hear her voice.
Yeah, no. So, dude, he's going to whisper to himself, and as he does, the healing word is gonna go out to Phaedra. Phaedra, you get 8 points of healing, not 5. 8.
Thank you.
He says you hear his voice reverberating. Would you? Don't worry, Helm's got us. We gotta live. We'll get back to this. And as this healing magic hits you, it's gonna explode outwards as I use my action to preserve life. And it looks okay. Both of you are below half health right now, right?
For Ismark and Phaedra?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you. You know what, Phaedra, you're gonna get 8 out of the 15 hit points, and actually, no, Ismark's gonna get 8 out of the 15 hit points, and Phaedra, you get another 7.
Alrighty.
Nice.
As this flash of radiant light, as Dew whispers those words, explodes out of you, and the light is enough for you to see that even Dew's eyes, he looks surprised that it just happened. He's like, oh shit.
Let's go. Prayer actually works sometimes.
You hear
And,
a cold laugh cut through the air as you do that.
On your feet,
Immediately,
soldiers, we are leaving.
his surprise and the hot smile that's hidden beneath his mask instantly fades as I am going to take that attack of opportunity.
Alrighty.
As he's going to run over here, jump over the base of this tree, and he is going.
Don't
AC
worry, they
15.
can't hit you, apparently.
Nice. And then as he
Fucking
turns,
bandits.
you just hear him yell, Darian, go, man, go! And that's my turn.
Alrighty. End of your turn. Both these bandits are gonna fucking leave.
Okay, goodbye, bozos. Nice ambush, posers.
They were just here to delay us.
They fucking sprint.
We'll to get mauled to death by Wendigos.
Alrighty. Lady Strahd's turn.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, what
Fine.
do I want to do? Hmm. Darian, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this for being charmed?
It is for being charmed.
I have advantage on it. That's a 19 and a 15, so a
You
19.
succeed. As you see her eyes glow faintly. And she seems for a second just kind of amused. Oh. Well, aren't you interesting?
Derry just glares at her and grits his teeth. Fucking abomination.
Oh, speak up, darling. I can barely hear you with your teeth grit so tight. Careful you don't break your jaw. Archie,
Fucking
it is
break
your
your
turn.
neck soon enough.
Okay. Gonna go over here. Look back in that direction. What is it? Just gotta
let's
ask
see.
Phaedra.
You can barely see illuminated in the fog a tall woman staring down your friend
Oh
over
shit.
there.
If you could send
Lady.
if you could send anything back to help him get out of there, do it. And I'm going to bonus action. We're gonna Fey gift.
Alrighty. Who
Help
are you
action
helping?
as a bonus action. I'm going to help Phaedra if she needs to do a check, an attack, anything at all, an ability check. I will
I'm
be
not
helping.
getting him. Are you kidding me?
I'm not doing it for the help action. I'm doing it because I'm level 3. I get an additional bonus, and I'm going to choose hospitality. Me and the creature I help gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus my proficiency bonus. So we get 6 temp HP each.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and add those 6 temp HP.
But yeah, you also get advantage at the first thing you do that like I can actually help out with, and we can flavor that however. But yes, that's how that do. Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty, that was your bonus action, Archie. What is your action?
I suppose I will. As I did pull out the pike
Mm-hmm.
when I walked away from there, of course, and I will put away the longsword and stand fast and point it in that direction. Banner soaring at the top of it. Hold action to attack if any gets in range, and turn.
And turn. Darian, 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
She raises a hand and backhands you.
Ouchie.
Do you have any resistance to slashing or necrotic damage?
No.
You take 23 points of damage.
I am unconscious.
Fuck.
Unless we have the aid, which I don't think we do.
Nope, that was yesterday.
That was
Yep,
yesterday.
I am
Yeah.
unconscious.
She raises one of her hands and just slaps it across your cheek. The force of which all of you hear the snap of his neck as it slaps to the side. Cut marks
Yep,
across
you're
his
fine.
cheek from the
I'm
claws
not-
as
I
he
can't do anything
stumbles to
about
the
that.
ground. It is Irina's turn. She is going to continue to run. She's only going to go back 30 feet, though, because she's going to hold an attack just in case anything gets closer. The wolves are dead. I'm just going to, for the sake of it, take the bandits out, because they are just fucking leaving.
Laters.
Legendary action.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
You're joking.
She teleports
You're
closer
joking.
to you all.
Really no
No.
need for that.
Let's see if you all are a little bit more entertaining. And as she says entertaining, her eyes very, pointedly snap towards Ismark, and a cruel grin crosses her features. Ismark sees Lady Strahd in front of him, disengages,
Ismark,
and runs
run.
back to grab Darian.
Let's go.
So that is going to take his action to disengage and get over here, but he is next to you, Darian. He intends to help you as soon as he can. Darian, it is your turn. I need your private death save, please.
Okay.
I did give everyone a good berry just because
You did.
just for this.
You already used this action,
scenario.
sadly.
He already used his action to disengage.
Okay.
Phaedra, it is your turn.
Where's her eyes on right now?
They were on Ismark, and seeing him run back towards Darian, she just... How cute. And she levels her eyes at you, Phaedra. Oh, aren't you missing something? Where's your little twin?
Yikes.
I can't. I can't.
You can. Whatever tail I do, got to it.
Oh, I'm. You don't get to talk about him.
Also, as you see her walk
I'm gonna
closer to
shoot a
you,
bolt at
that
her.
little bit of flame scorch on her from the moonbeam dissipates
Mhm.
as she heals.
Oh my fucking
Oh
god.
my god!
That's fucked. That's fucked.
Alrighty, go ahead and do what you want to do.
Just as an act of defiance, I'm gonna shoot a bolt at her as my bonus action.
Do it. Do it. Get her. Get her.
How do I do that? I don't.
You can just
have
roll
a-
because I think it's a spell attack, so just roll any spell attack and then replace the damage.
Okay,
I will eventually make a macro for you.
21.
21, that hits.
And what? Oh, well, the damage is the same. So 8 radiant damage.
Alrighty. 'Cause it's just a d8 of damage, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And after that little act of defiance, I'm gonna run away.
You see that bolt hit her square in the chest, and she just looks at it, brushes off the little bit of ash it left behind, and looks back up at you with that same cocky grin.
Cool.
Oh, you
I
can do
go.
better than that. Or was your brother the one with all the strength?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, oh.
I'm dashing.
Ew. Before your turn,
Yes.
she's gonna use another legendary action to get right up in Archie's face. Archie,
He
this
is-
woman towers over you as she
Yes,
looks down at you.
100%. Just
Archie,
looking
you
up,
curious little thing.
anger boiling beneath his eyes, bro. Bro is so fuming.
Oh, you're one of those little toy soldiers, aren't you? I wonder if you'll be any more useful than your companions. Dude, it is your turn.
Okay. Dude's gonna run 25 feet forward, hearing Darian get smacked, and he's not following through the fog and her taunts. He's gonna yell out into the fog as he sees his silhouette in the pile of wolves in the distance. Darian, if you can hear me! He grabs onto his holy symbol. Get the fuck up! As he just doesn't know what to say except for just cussing out this bastard. And I'm gonna cast at second level a healing word. You get 18 points of healing, Darian, as you are sparked back to life, and you just hear dude yelling, "Get the fuck up!"
You hear Doo yelling, "Get up!" Your eyes snap open, and you see Ismark about to shove a berry in your mouth, and just oh, you're alive. Good. Let's fucking run.
And then I'm gonna point at Lady Strahd. We can save this for another day, you witch! And I'm gonna try to use Turn Undead because she's within 30 feet. DC 13.
Oh, aren't you cute?
As I hold
I was
up the holy
wondering what
symbol.
toy wandered away from the little toy box I had, or did I let you out?
As I hold up the holy symbol of Helm towards her, and not seeing her flinch.
Hold on, I'm double
She
checking
doesn't-
stuff.
Oh.
Imagine.
Oh yeah, 27.
Oh god.
I
You
will.
think your pathetic little words of a half-made priest, not even confident in his own abilities, a fraud, really. A sham. Too much of a coward.
He
Run.
drops the amulet, it dangles back down on his neck, and then he puts his hands over the swaddle cloth at his chest, using the shield to protect it, and he backs off 5 feet. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. End of your turn. Archie, 20 to hit.
20 hits.
You take 23 points of damage.
Okay. Visually, what does it look like?
Same thing. She takes that hand that's kind of sitting under her chin and just, instead of backhanding you, tilts it out and drags her claws across your face. Such a filthy visage. Why don't we change that up for you?
As
I
there's
know
a
red is
couple,
your color, but let's make it a little deeper.
as a spray of blood shoots out, Archie buckles slightly, but pulls himself up on his pike that's still holding the banner as it just continues to flap, and he just stares up. No words.
25 to hit.
That one also hits.
As you give her this defiant look, you see a little bit of a spark of interest in her eyes as she, oh so quickly, one hand reaches up and grabs your hair and tilts your head back and whispers into your ear, "Oh, you're going to make for a very interesting pet," and bites down on your neck. You take 19 points of damage.
I am down.
You are down. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 19.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm not dead. I have a higher than 19 maximum.
So you are down. Just keep manual track right now so it doesn't fuck everything up. That you have 7 total maximum HP.
Copy.
It is your turn, Archie. I need you to roll me your private death save.
Copy that. Private death save.
Alrighty. You feel your eyes roll back in your head as she takes a long drink from your neck and pulls back, that bit of crimson dripping down her chin, as you watch as she takes Archie and flings him at you.
Catch him.
You are able to catch him pretty quickly as she looks at you. I wonder if you'll have enough magic to save all of them. Or maybe I'll make you choose. It is Irina's turn. She is seeing you all get fucking destroyed over here. And Phaedra, I will give you a chance to stop her. She grabs her rapier, pulls it out, and looks like she's about to run back in.
I will stop her.
Alrighty. I'll say you're able to catch her arm, and she instead holds her action again for if Lady Strahd comes with her and is going to run with you when you move. It's Ismark's turn. He grabs you, Darian, and pulls you upright to be standing. We need to go. And he uses his action to dash. Because he does not want to be around that fucking woman. He just saw her destroy two of his companions pretty effortlessly. She is then going to use a legendary action. And be right behind you, Do. You blink and she's gone, and you feel a hand wrap around your shoulder. Darian, it is your turn. You are awake, you are up, you are not prone, you are standing because Ismark pulled you up.
Alright, shibbity. Shibbity doodah, shibbity day. I shit my pants. There's really no other way. Bird's fucking off over here. Yeah, I'm running directly at her. That's the only thing that I don't like about this.
What, you want to run to big lady?
No, but I
Run
will.
down. There is another way.
I mean,
Run
I
into the
could
woods.
just. Yeah, let me just run into the woods and die really quick. That'll go great.
It is daytime,
No.
Archie.
Okay, I wanted. That's gonna be
The
important
fog
later.
is
Thank you.
very heavy around you, and it is dark. It seems to be
I
blocking the
see.
sunlight in the
Sauron
area.
tactics. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
I'm going to blot out the sun.
She's gonna blot out the sun so she can beat your ass personally.
Big cringy. I'm going to bonus action. Rushed incant. One of my spells, recall. At this point specifically, then I am going to use my action to dash 60 feet over here.
Alrighty.
And I am going to sort of look at Lady Strahd as she is grabbing Dew and just say, "Oh, you think one slap's going to be good enough to deal with me, you big fat bitch?"
Darling, if I wanted to kill you, I would have done so already.
Then how about you do it, you tall, lanky bitch? Or are you just a
Such
coward
bold
like everyone
words,
says
such
you
a
are?
little man. She doesn't seem fazed by your provocations. If anything, she seems amused.
Okay. Well, anyway, since I don't have an action, I can't actually sort of threaten her. I'm pretty much just trying to go to her into trying to hit me again.
Yeah, the fog is shrouding all the sunlight. It's like dim light currently for you guys.
Damn.
Legendary action. Do. 26 to hit.
I'm feeling pretty lucky today. Please re-roll that.
Okay. 25 to hit.
Okay. Yes.
Worth a
barely
shot.
hits. Barely hits.
You feel that hand on your shoulder. The nails tighten and dig into your skin ever so slightly as you feel another hand grab the top of your helmet as she tilts your head off to the side. And she whispers in your
Ugh.
ear, such a valiant struggle. You know, you could be working for me instead. Renounce your deal with Helm. Come work for me.
I don't really work with no one.
I mean, at worst case, you're pretty good for feeding, and she bites down on your neck.
I'm kind of liking the unemployed.
You take-
Ah!
You take 16 points of damage,
Oh, I'm good.
and your maximum HP is also reduced by 16.
Got it.
So just keep a mental track for that. Phaedra, it is your turn.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Horses, 2 riders, question mark?
Yeah, a standard horse can have 2 riders.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Irina, say to her, ready to want to do some rescuing?
She nods.
No.
Yes.
I am going to drop my starry form.
Alrighty.
Instead, I'm going to use my wild shape, turn into a riding horse, beneath her,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to horse around this way.
You gotta
Wait.
horse around that way.
I'm gonna horse around. Wait. Hold on. Horse around this way. So that's 40, 45.
My foundry's gonna shit the bed real quick because it hates the polymorpher.
That's fine. That's
Cool.
55. I'm gonna Irina grab Archie
Alright,
if she can, pretty please.
I will say she can pull Archie up onto the horse.
And then 5 more feet as my standard movement. Oops, this way.
Alrighty.
And then a dash.
Oh, I meant to. 1 second.
Wait.
Hold on. Trying to pull you back here because I gotta put her and him on top of you.
That's fine.
Alright, go ahead and ping where you're going and I'll drag you all at the same time.
So first around Lady Strahd. So
Okay.
15 this way.
Got you.
And then 15 this way. And then
Can you dash after you wild shape and all that? Because is wild shape a bonus action for you or is it an action?
Wild Shape is a bonus action. Wild Shape is a bonus action,
Okay. Wanted to double check.
and then Dash is an action.
So you're going over there.
Yeah.
Then I will drag these two with you. Alrighty.
And then I will
So expend your other use of your wild shape for that.
yes. Yep, and there we go.
Alrighty. End of your turn?
Yeah.
Dude, it is your turn.
Just to double check, grappling is you just have to hit an unarmed strike for 2024, right?
It's you hit, and then I believe you have to do a contested check. I will double check it real quick, because I know it's real funky in the 2024 edition.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just hit now because they made it so that way you can grapple as a monk.
Let me go ahead and look it up.
Yeah. Target must succeed a strength or dexterity saving throw. Okay, so you don't even make an attack. You just straight up strength or dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it says creatures typically grapple by using an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Target
you just
must
have
make
to
a
have
strength or dexterity saving throw, which
freedom.
equals the
Unless you have
DC equals the
Grappler, I believe.
yeah, which is something else. All right,
Which is
cool.
base.
So oh god. You know what? Ha ha ha. No. Div does not want to fight. He's gonna disengage as he slips by Lady Strahd. And all he says, no, not today. Not today. And he's gonna slip by her, holding onto her. And, well, am I grappled? That's the thing. 'Cause
No,
you
you're
said
not
she was
grappled.
holding onto.
Pretty much,
As I-
she was
okay.
holding on to you for the effect.
Yeah, and as I'm holding onto my neck to plug up the holes, he's gonna be like, Archie, get your ass up, man. And I'm gonna give you a level 1 healing word. Archie, you get 9 points of healing.
I have a max of 7 HP currently, so
You
I
are
have
max
7 hit
HP.
points.
You are max HP at your 7 hit points currently.
As I use my last spell slot, last first level spell slot to get you alive and awake. And that is all I can do. Action disengage, bonus action get you up.
Alrighty. End of your turn. It's her turn. Darian.
Reaction.
Yes.
Since she's moved within my distance, I'm going to teleport 60 feet back this way.
Go ahead and teleport.
I can't move. Actually, I can't move myself. Goodbye.
Alright, so that was 5 feet for her. As you were leaving, you see her regenerating once more. Any damage she had taken, gone.
Cool. I'm flipping her off as I just sort of crumple in on myself and reapparate in the middle of all the wolves. Fucking beach.
You really like being near those wolves.
They do. They're comfy. They're going to be my new carpet.
Oh no.
Oh god.
What are you going to
Oh,
do?
Lord,
Attack
she's
me and try to
coming.
go? Oh god, she's coming. Oh fuck.
You're
Oh,
fucking
Lord,
out of
she's
it.
coming.
Go!
Invoke the wrath.
Fuck.
It's fine. Other people are surviving. I'll get out a different way, maybe.
Oh no. Stop laughing! No! Don't do
Oh,
it!
God. Darian, it was so good to see. It was so good to meet you. It was not an honor.
I'm not dead yet. I ain't hear no
It's-
bell.
It's like we can still hear him sometimes.
Gotta move her forward one more. Yeah. Just stepping over the wolf. Alrighty. Archie, it's your turn.
So to double check, what does he open his eyes to?
You're on a horse with Irina holding you onto the horse, fucking booking it into the fog.
He just immediately just starts screaming out loud. No! Run! And just losing it. And yeah, so as a bonus action, are you okay with me burning a use of second wind even though I will not receive hit points from it?
Sure. What are you doing it for?
The secondary effect. That's private. The secondary effect by being a banneret.
Yeah, the healing the other people.
Yes. So it's 3 people within 60 feet of me. It's just those 2. So
Yeah.
congratulations. 3 HP, baby.
Alrighty.
And action, just dodge, look around, look absolutely terrified.
Sounds good. Your guys' intention is to run, correct?
We gotta skedaddle, bros.
Yeah. But Darian.
Run, I'm trying to
Darian
run
is
too.
Legendary
Back
action.
there.
Okay, hi.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It was nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
yeah.
27 to hit, Darian.
Yeah, it hits. Yeah, it hits.
Cool. You take 17 points of piercing damage.
I'm still up, baby.
Your max HP is reduced by 17.
Oh, my life is hell.
So your current max HP is 5.
Cool. I'm fucking barely holding on. Just wiping the blood from my mouth. Just. Ugh. Fucking. I've had fucking.
Oh, wait, nope. Apologies. It didn't add the extra bit there.
Oh, what do you mean? It didn't add the extra
You took
bit?
21 points of damage.
That would knock me unconscious.
You have 1 max HP currently.
Cool.
Jesus.
If this reduces you to 0, there is no coming back.
I am unconscious. So.
Darian is unconscious as Darian, you so confidently teleport back, and she's right in front of you. And she bites down on your neck again, taking another long drink from you,
Thumbs the brakes.
and drops your body to the ground, and then looks back at the rest of you all as the fog starts to lighten. Well, I had fun. Maybe I'll see you all at the manor later. Ta-ta! As we will say for the purposes of combat, she is intending to leave. Would you all like to let her leave?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 100%.
What do you mean? Yes.
Alrighty. She technically is going to leave, so I'm going to move her off to the side. However, we still are going to do combat for the sake of resolving death saves. Because you guys are a good bit away from Darian.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Archie, are you doing anything while, Oh no, it's, yeah, your turn. What would you like to do?
I just did my turn, then it
Oh,
ended,
sorry.
and then legendary,
Yep,
and now they did that.
sorry.
Yeah.
Irina's staying on the horse. The wolves are dead. Ismark, seeing you go down again, dashes back to help you.
Ismark, the real homie.
Buddy, come
So
on, you
goated.
cannot keep going down like this. Come on.
Ah,
Darian, private death save, please.
okay. Yeah.
Alrighty. Phaedra, the fog is lifting. Lady Strahd is gone. And
Like definitely gone.
you don't see her anywhere. She has vanished from the area, seemingly turning into the mist and vanishing with it. And you see Darian on the
Okay.
ground.
The horse delivery service will deliver my homies over to my not homie. I will go, and then I will dash right next to my man.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Theo, it is your turn.
I am literally just out of range for my healing words, so
You could dash and do it.
that's right, it's a bonus action, but I
Mhm.
see. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We have berries.
You don't have
Yeah.
to
You
do
don't have
it.
to.
Have to. We got this.
Yeah,
What
unless
do
I
you
roll
wanna do?
2 1s, or rather a second one, that'd be crazy.
Dare
I
I mean, no, dude, but can I use my bonus action to loot this guy's body? He wants to grab as much shit as he can.
It
My
would take your-
fucking god,
it would
you
take your
rat!
action to loot that body.
Damn it. Okay, I won't. I don't think I'll have enough movement to get my action to get me there. Yeah, I was over here, so action and dash is like, and I'm gonna hear you just hear him yelling out through the fog that's fading away. How is he? Is he all right? Is he still breathing? As I'm picking through the body, looking like trying to get any valuables off him, weapons, basically anything of interest off of the body.
Alrighty, we'll resolve that when we get to it. Archie, you see your buddy unconscious on the ground. You know you have a good berry in your pocket.
He stops yelling, like instantly silence at seeing them when there. And as opposed to Dews, like kind of holding his neck, trying to keep the blood in, Archie just doesn't seem to physically or verbally acknowledge the fact that he's been bitten at all, and just immediately, rather weakly compared to his stature before, just rolls over and shoves a good berry and shoves Darian's jaw closed.
Darian, you revive with 1 of your 1 total HP. As we are going to end combat there.
Fighter heal to max HP, let's go!
With a horse snout hanging over your face.
With the heavy
It's like
silence
a
in the air, the
boulder.
mist receding, and the sense of danger going with it, we will end session there for the night.
Aw.
Oh my god.
I hope y'all
That
had a
was
fun time!
literally objective survive. Please.
Dear God. My reaction is in the memes channel.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we will see you all back here in 2 weeks to see whatever the fuck these guys get up to. Good night!